intended for immature audiences only.
There's no such thing as a radio rating system.
But if there were, this show would be rated O as in...
Oh my God, this show is so stupid. These people should be in jail. Let's begin.
Good afternoon.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy. Featuring Panama Ted.
Ted's a fun guy.
And the Crazy Soundboard.
Hola.
I'm Dennis Farina.
So much.
I even made just a little bit of a diagram for you.
56, and is that correct? Walk.
You weasel.
Turn off your brain and unzip your pants. Here's Common Man and Timmy.
Happy Wednesday. Welcome in. Timmy is vacationing, and look who I dug up today. Scotty Vegas is here. Because I was saying this show is not degenerate enough. I need you.
How about that? Common Man, I'll tell you, if we had an odds boards of hosts with you for today, I don't even know if I would
bet on yourself?
No, I would not have bet on myself. And I think even higher than 100 to 1 would have been the odds that would have been set on this.
Here's the problem with me is that over the years, I've grown to hate everyone.
Yep.
And so far, you're not on that side of the board yet.
I'm not?
Well,
okay,
no, I mean,
we'll get there.
that could change by the time the show's over today.
Oh, yeah.
No pressure. How you doing, Ted?
I'm doing good, Mike.
How you doing, Tress?
Doing good, Mike.
All right. Leather Jacket Time with Nicole Shearin. That is coming up at 3:30. She's ready to go. Are you familiar with Nicole?
Of course, yeah.
She's very wooey.
Yes. Very wooey.
She's a woo girl. Take her with you when you go to Put-in-Bay.
Yeah. And I do. I'll tell you what. I do about 4 days in Put-in-Bay.
4 days?
Every single summer. Yes. We take the kids. We do weekday. We do it with other family friends.
I was going to say, you give the kids
stuff.
Jello shots and stuff?
It's something. It's something. I'll tell you what. We get back from there, and it feels like I need another week vacation because Put-in-Bay is something.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer at 5:30. This could be, you're here for a very historic day today, Vegas. Today could be Rimmer's last day.
Oh.
Not just on the air, but on the earth, because we have AI Rimmer that we're going to debut. I have fed the AI machine that we have every single name-dropping segment that I've ever done, so it gets to know Rimmer's personality, and then it will spit out answers based on what the artificial intelligence thinks that personality is.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
And Rimmer has no idea this is coming. He'll probably not understand the technology and wonder if he did black out and say these things. So AI Rimmer coming up at 5:30. Don't miss it. We have some preseason action that starts tomorrow night. Got the Bengals tomorrow night. Zach Taylor says the plan is to give the starters multiple series. Stefanski said that Shadur Sanders will start the preseason opener for the Browns against the Panthers on Friday. Here's my question to you, because you are a degenerate gambler, but you make it work for you, all right? You're actually in the black. I assume you are. You have all your fingers and toes still.
Do all right, yes.
Are you betting on NFL preseason games?
Yes.
That's a whole new level.
Well, if you knew all the things that I have bet on, it's not a surprising level.
Little League World Series?
No, only because it's not offered. Absolutely would. If there's value out there, I am finding it. I have bet on a thing called snooker. But yeah,
she's on the Jersey Shore.
Yes.
What did you bet on? Whether she got chlamydia?
No, but honestly, as far as the Hall of Fame game last week, I went in, I was betting the under on it, and fell asleep during the game, woke up, saw that it won, and it was a victory. So yeah, no, I'll bet on anything.
So was there any common sense that went into it, or was it just I'm feeling the under today?
Yeah, no, I took the under at halftime. So obviously all of the backups were out of play, and so it was the backup of the backups for the second half.
Yes.
So I took it in the at halftime, and it was basically that there'd be under 17.5 points scored in the second half. And figured these backups didn't care. The coaches didn't care. They're going to run the ball, run out the clock, and it ended up hitting. One
of my favorite stories of involving you and having money on something. We were at a Blue Jackets game, and we're in the suite with listeners, and they got TVs in the suite. I forget which game they had on, but whatever it was on there, you had money on that game. And so the lights go down, everybody gets quiet as they're getting ready to sing the anthem. And then just a bellowing F just comes from your mouth. Whoever was there, 16,000, 17,000, they all heard it. Everybody heard it.
Yeah, I think that was Sunbelt Wednesday night college football. Yeah, it was like South Alabama and something. But yeah, I'll bet on anything. I really will. And you find the value. I'm not going to lie. One of the most successful things that I have had for betting purposes is women's tennis and women's golf, because
women's tennis and women's
there's
golf.
absolute value in it. So, I'll find the mistakes that are made. Look, everybody wants to bet on NFL, college football, all that stuff. There's very little value out there in those sports, but you can find lines that are messed up on women's tennis and take advantage of those.
Did you have, when you first got into this, did you have like a betting mentor? Like, was Bert Sugar next to you with his wooden teeth and his cigar telling you how to look for these oddities? Or was this something you just picked up over time?
What's funny is I was in college and I told my girlfriend at the time, now my wife, that I am never going to bet on sports because that would completely ruin the experience for me.
Oh, my God.
She still brings this up.
And she stayed with you.
Well, yeah.
So far.
Amazing. But yes, I said I am not betting on sports. And then I did one trip, a spring break trip my senior year, and I went out to Vegas. And it was during March Madness, and I just fell in love. And I won that week. And, at that point, after experienced the winning, I'm like, oh, this isn't that hard. And so then, yeah, it just kind of went from there, went to the offshore books for years and years and years, found a lot of betting errors that the offshore books were making, took advantage of those. Got kicked off 4 offshore books.
How did you get kicked off of them?
Because I would find mistakes that they would make. Like, they would have, golf mistakes where they wouldn't update odds on time. There was one golf tournament in China where they didn't have the tee times correct. They were off by a couple hours. So here I am making bets. I can see that the action is happening, but these odds aren't changing.
I see.
And so I would find mistakes like that.
They try and get out of paying?
Correct.
But that's their error. They should have to pay.
No, they paid. But then they would ban me from the book.
Oh, man, how many hit lists are you on in Shanghai?
Too many.
My
Too many.
God.
Now, and then back in those days, you would get a Chinese check, right? So these offshores would send you a check, and I would go into my Fifth Third, and I was as nervous as can be walking into the bank and saying, hey, I got to cash this thing. Then they pull the managers over, and
they're whispering in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, the international arms dealer is here again.
This guy. And then ultimately okay, we'll cash it. And then you wait, and it's another gamble of whether this thing's actually going to go through. And most of the time it would.
Uncle Sam never came a call for that?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's another issue.
They're good people at the bank. They got to call Uncle Sam, don't they?
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Well, I'm going to pick your brain today, not just about that, but about fantasy football. I've not played fantasy football in years because I actually did let it consume me, where I couldn't find any joy in what I was watching because I'm just constant. There were times where I'm rooting against my own team.
Yeah.
Because I can't let this happen. But if that happens, it's good for... No. Fantasy football. No money's on the line. Just pride.
I know. And here's the funny thing, because I think a lot of people have stopped playing fantasy because of the legalization of sports gambling, right? It's so much easier to bet on sports, bet on player props, while we can.
Well, I was going to say, what are you going to do when the gov takes those away?
Yeah. So it's because it's that instant gratification, right, of win or lose versus fantasy where we've got to work for 15, 16 weeks to maybe get the payoff at the end of the year. So
Yeah.
a lot of less. I've noticed that like a lot of the questions that I am getting is a lot less about fantasy football and so much more about the actual sports gambling and the player props. And I'm like that too. Like I'll pay a little attention to fantasy football. But man, like my whole focus is the player props and the game props and things like that. So fantasy's taking a back seat.
I always get a kick out of, people that I work with here, what would be the best days of their life. Like Beamer is on the record saying, if Tiger ever won another tournament, especially another major tournament, like that would be the greatest day of his life to see that. He's such a big Tiger fan. The day that you found out that sports gambling was legalized or was going to be legalized in the state of Ohio. You have 2 children. Mm-hmm. I assume that is higher than both of those things.
It's right there. It's right there. Actually, you know, it is funny because since it has become legalized, and you have, we've done so many like watch parties.
Right.
But what's amazing about it is you went from a small number of people that were really passionate about it to now it's almost everybody that's a sports fan kind of gets into it, right? I mean, like you go to a party and you watch a game and you might have a 65-year-old woman who's on her phone gambling on sports. You might have a 22-year-old buddy who's gambling on sports. It's kind of like...
They're all buying drugs, Scotty.
But it's funny because it is really taken over. I was looking at the sports betting numbers as far as how many people are actually doing it and how much money is being wagered. It is like $450 billion in the United States in legal bets alone in the first 6 months. $450 billion.
And you got Gilbert Arenas doing it out of the house with like the Israeli mafia.
Right.
That's not on the
counted.
Table. We got some news. We got gambling news from Scotty. Teddy is a big gambling guy and a big wrestling guy. Big day for the Wrasslin today, Teddy. We'll talk about it next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got some holdup due to an accident that's on Leonard Avenue at Taylor Avenue, and things are moving slow if you need to travel on eastbound 70 on the east side between Livingston Avenue and 33. This report is sponsored by Speedway. Got one of those days that never stops? Try a stop at Speedway. Refresh your fuel tank, refresh your U-tank, and refresh the vibe with 69-cent large Big Gulp drinks. Speed Rewards app required. Valid through 8/26/25. See app for full terms. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Victor's Home Solutions. Schedule your free 21-point roof and window inspection today at victors.com.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
You can save big on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up. Select varieties are $5.99 each with your digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hi, welcome to IKEA. Hi, I'm in a whirlwind of college prep. Gotcha. We've got affordable solutions to create the perfect college living space. Great. And visit our website to see how verified college students with an IKEA family account can receive a one-time use 15% off coupon. Nice. You guys think of everything. Pretty much. Offer ends 9/30/25. Valid ID required. Discount applied proportionally across items purchased as shown on receipt. See IKEA-USA.com/ready-for-college for complete terms.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone, and I've got a public service announcement for your taste buds. The legendary Sanders Bumpy Cake is finally here in Ohio. Yes, that Sanders Chocolate Fudge Bumpy Cake. Rich devil's food cake topped with smooth buttercream bumps and smothered in thick chocolatey fudge. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. It's the dessert you didn't know you needed until now. Perfect for your next barbecue, tailgate, or a family function. And if you've never had one of these, well, trust me, once you try it, you're going to be hooked. Grab your Sanders Bumpy Cake today at Kroger or Meijer and taste what the hype's all about.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 3 trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
I have a buddy who's going to be popping the question soon. He's planning everything out. He asked me, can you help me out with the ring? I said, of course I can. I've got a guy, Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. Now you talk, Bob.
Hi, I'm Bob Capace. I'm your guy.
Go in, see my friends at Worthington Jewelers, tell them I sent you, and you'll get the true VIP experience.
I'll treat them better than I treat you.
That's not hard. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington, worthingtonjewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged. And tell them Common Man sent you.
We here at The Fan want to make your mornings as enjoyable as possible. That's why we bring you T-Bone and Tyvus, a delightful blend of sports conversation and laughter. A show so good you'll forget all about your dead-end job and underachieving children. Maybe you saved a lot of money to send them to private school, and then your daughter shacks up with some dude named Fuzz. And you can't tell if your wife's angry or not because she's had so many filler shot in her face that it can't move anymore. Anyway, T-Bone and Tyvus, it's good.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 9.
The Fan.
You can stream the game on your phone while you're gardening. You can stream it while you walk the dog. You can stream it at a trampoline park. You can even stream it at a monster truck rally. But the second you get behind the wheel, the game's over. Remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
And now, Public Education Matters with Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing.
It's hard to believe, but the new school year really is just around the corner. Now is the time to start getting your family back into a good routine and sleep schedule so your kids will be ready to learn when they head back to class in a few short weeks. Ohio's public school educators can't wait to share a great new school year with our students.
Public Education Matters, brought to you by the Ohio Education Association. Nothing makes a gathering great like Eggland's Best Eggs. They're just so delicious with better nutrition, too. For us, it's eggs any style, as long as they're the best. Eggland's Best.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We will see yet again very isolated chances of showers and thunderstorms across central Ohio. Most of us will be mostly sunny throughout the day today with highs in the mid to upper 80s. For tonight, mostly clear skies overnight with lows down into the mid 60s. And then for Thursday, plenty of sunshine and limited rain chances with our highs in the upper 80s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
The only show that can bring a dead queen back to life. This is Common Man and Timmy.
2 outs left to go. Teddy will fill you in a minute. But I want to tell you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. Scotty Vegas is with me today. Scotty, did you know that when you're early to mid-30s, you start losing 2 to 3% of your testosterone every single year?
I did kind of notice that.
You noticed it, didn't you? I mean, it just falls right off. It melts off. Maybe your libido sucks. Maybe you're putting on weight. Less productive at the gym. Don't know where the gym is. Uh-oh. Oh. Sorry, I was just watching television while I'm doing my read. You need to go see my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. A licensed medical provider will review your results with you, discuss your options, and you'll make the decision together with their medical team if testosterone is right for you. Give them a call. 614-800-900-9654. It's almost like I do these commercials every single day. Or visit tristatemenshealth.com. I'm sorry, I was just, we had a no-hitter going on. Teddy, will you explain to people what's going on?
Yeah, the Guardians' Gavin Williams, he was into the 9th inning, 8 1/3 innings of no-hit baseball, thrown 116 pitches.
Oh, he's going to die.
And then Juan Soto takes the pitch, second pitch he saw from him this inning, and takes it dead center, just over the reach of the center fielder there for a home run to break it up.
I know a lot of people look at that number and they say, I can't believe you sent a guy out there. He was at 111 pitches to start the inning.
117 right now.
And he's leaving now. I mean, it's 4-1, 1 out in the 9th. He gave up the run. He gave up the home run. It's over now. But I have no problem with it. Send him out there.
Absolutely. And by the way, that home run was within a foot of being caught.
That's
too.
right.
Like, could you imagine saving your pitcher's no-hitter by saving a home run?
I have that experience when Mark Burley threw his perfect game with the White Sox. 9th inning, deep drive. I think it was Gabe Kapler that hit a deep drive to center field, and Dwayne Wise was put in as a defensive replacement in that top of the ninth inning. And he climbs the wall, and he hits the ball back up in the air and then catches it with his bare hand as he's falling back down.
That's amazing.
And then, of course, Mark Burley then goes on to complete the perfect game. But that was one of the all-time great catches in that pressure-packed situation.
Yeah, I mean, and this one was within a foot.
Yes.
Right. I mean, it was incredible.
Great pitching performance anyway, but I thought for a second we were going to see the no-hitter. He struck out Frankie Lindor to start the inning, but then Juan Soto ruined it all. Hey, Teddy's a big wrestling guy. ESPN is now in the wrestling business with WWE. Deal announced today includes WrestleMania, SummerSlam, the other premium live events, including Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, and Money in the Bank. These are things that used to be called pay-per-views. Now we just call them premium events, right, Teddy?
Yeah, PLEs.
It's going to be on ESPN streaming service August 21st with a $29.99 per month price point, and we'll keep the linear network's name ESPN. No, I'm sorry. That's the new ESPN streaming service. This deal will start when? After 2025?
It'll start after the first year. I believe because right now they're on Peacock.
Right.
And I think they said that deal actually ends like early 2026, maybe March or so, February.
Now, are these going to be strictly on the streaming service, or will they put them on linear ESPN for people to watch?
I heard somebody say that the major ones, like not WrestleMania or SummerSlam, but maybe some of the other minor PLEs they have, they may put those on, like simulcast them on possibly, one of their ESPN channels that they have. But I haven't seen anything official on that yet, but that was a rumor that it might happen.
I think they're getting, I don't see it in the story here, but I think they're getting something like $150 million from Peacock every single year, and they doubled it with this ESPN Disney deal.
Yeah, $325 a year.
So they have to be thrilled with that. You as the consumer, Teddy, does this impact you at all? Do you care?
It does impact me because I'm paying for several services because they have their Monday Night Raw, which is on Netflix, and so I'm getting that now. And I have the Peacock. And, because they have their PLEs on there currently and all of their libraries on there. And now you're adding this ESPN package, which is going to be, basically $30 a month, or it's like $300 a year if you do it that way, which would be $25 a month. But then now I'm going to have to spend that extra money to get that if I want to watch these big PLEs.
Well, because you don't have cable or satellite, right?
I have YouTube TV.
Okay. So you won't be able to watch it just on the ESPN on YouTube TV?
Well, but they're not. But you're going to.
They're not putting the big events on there. Okay,
and they may not have any of these on the regular ESPN channels. It may just be on their streaming, package. We don't know that for sure yet.
So you talked about the library. The library is like you can go back and watch every single match that ever existed for the most part.
That they own, yeah.
That's going to stay on Peacock?
Well, it's currently with Peacock. I don't know. Haven't heard anything as far as that. If that's going to. When that deal runs out with Peacock, if that's after the first of the year as well, and then maybe they'll sell that off to a different platform possibly, or they could put it on their YouTube channel. So we don't know yet where that's going to go.
I did see Bob Iger today, head of Disney who runs ESPN, and he was saying how they're going to slowly integrate Hulu with ESPN and Disney Plus, right? So Hulu's not going to be a thing by itself anymore. We're going to combine it with this other entity. And I make this joke that we're eventually going to get back to the point where we have cable, but we don't call it cable.
Yes.
We call it something like Cable. Almost like we have with, East Market and North Market. Those are nice places, right? But essentially, they're just food court 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to the mall just a little bit different. And that's what we're going to get with all these streaming services.
Oh, it's ridiculous. What's funny is I was excited back in the day when it was like, oh, okay, you'll be able to pick and choose what you want, pay for what you want to get.
Everybody was screaming about a la carte forever.
Yes.
And it looked like we finally had it.
And it was going to be amazing, right? It was going to be really cool. And now I hate it, right? Because there's just so many, there are streaming services that I completely forget that I'm even paying for, right? Apple Plus is one where I haven't watched it in 5 months.
You could have watched The Crew and
I could have.
Leon last night.
But I completely forgot that I even have it. There's just so many of these, and paying for them separately. I thought I'd be excited about this. and I end up hating it.
I'm still 100 years old. I got the satellite dish. I mean, I have all these other services as well.
Yeah.
I pay. See, I'm the dummy that pays for the satellite, and I pay for 18 million things on that, including all the regional sports networks that I don't watch. And they black out all the stuff that I do want to watch anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I've got all the premium channels, too, like the HBO and all that crap on the satellite dish. And then I have all the streaming services on top of that.
Yeah.
I pay $9,000 a month.
Well, like Teddy, I have YouTube TV. And then I was looking at, why is it so expensive? And I've purchased all these extra packages that I didn't even know I purchased. So, yes, it's pretty miserable. I wish I could go back to the satellite like you did.
For a while, I had the Naked Channel.
Oh.
I had the Playboy TV because they had a deal on DirecTV.
And I bet you knew you had it.
Oh, I knew I had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it was free for the first 3 months. You can't turn down that deal.
No.
Then it's $19.99 every single month thereafter. I had to get rid of that, though.
Yeah.
Samantha started scrolling the channels.
Oh, that's no good.
No. How you doing, Ted?
I'm doing good, Mike. Yes.
I have a landline, too.
You do?
I do.
You use it frequently?
I only use it to call the old people that birthed me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
They call that because I hate carrying around my cell phone. I hate that.
What?
Yeah, I just hate it. When I come home, I put it on a table near the front door, and that's where it stays.
Okay.
I don't like the obligation of carrying it from place to place.
So, speaking of cell phones, I bought a very expensive recliner, this last week. And went in, $1,000 recliner. And the thing that sold me on this thing was that it had a little pouch that I could put my phone in, and it charges the phone. Okay. And so I'm all excited about it. It gets delivered yesterday. And I sit in it, and I'm like, this really isn't very comfortable at all. I spent $1,000 on a chair that's not comfortable at all. I look over at the wall, and I've got a phone charger that's about 5 yards from the recliner.
You essentially bought a $1,000 phone charger.
Exactly. It was and I'm like, what an idiot. This
You're gonna
chair
keep it?
sucks. Yeah, because the inconvenience of returning it would be a pain in the butt.
So you're going to keep a crappy chair.
Yeah, just because it had a cool little pocket to put my phone in, and it would charge it while I'm sitting there instead of walking, 3 feet to charge it in the wall.
Sometimes it's easier just to keep things and go along with things. Just like the next segment we're about to have, Leather Jacket Time with Nicole Shearin. I wanted to get rid of it weeks ago, but it's just too complicated. So she's going to come in with her sunglasses, leather jacket, and talk to us about her latest vacation that she took up in enemy territory. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Traffic is backing up due to an accident that's blocking the left lane on eastbound 270 on the south outer belt at 71. And there's some slower traffic on southbound 315 from 670 to Town Street. This report is sponsored by Meineke. Meineke, your one-stop shop for total car care. With over 50 years of expertise and financing options that let you fix now and pay over time. You can trust your keys with Meineke. Engines, brakes, tires, oil, Meineke. Doing car care right. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. We're talking tickets, sideline passes, trips to a first-round postseason game, and more. Register today and every day at roosterswings.com.
If you trust your dog to watch burgers on the grill before you trust the big garage door guys, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, a trusted Columbus staple. Straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement, and that starts with the team who brings your vision to life. Our installers aren't just skilled, they're experts.
This is who we are. This is what we do all day, every day.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsrus.com. 380-225-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
We repurpose a lot of the junk we haul away.
Donatables get donated to a family that needs them, and the recyclables get recycled.
And we have enough trucks that we can come the day you call us.
We work to help your neighbors, the planet, and you.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Another reason to choose Hinder Motor Company for your next vehicle.
this is Justin Hinderer. Every vehicle comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty, award-winning service, and our exclusive Carvenience. We pick up your vehicle, service it, and return it so you save time and enjoy peace of mind. That's Carvenience. At Hinderer Motor Company, we take care of everything so you can drive worry-free. See why we're the best choice for your next new or used car by visiting HindererMotorCompany.com.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Man.
Oh, look how sexy. It's leather jacket time with 10 TV's Nicole Shearin.
Here she is. She actually made it in today, peeps.
Surprise.
10 TV's Nicole Shearin. Timmy is off today. Scotty Vegas is here. Sadly, he's not wearing leather.
Yeah, where's
At
your
least not
leather
that I
jacket,
could see.
dude?
The
Did you give him a
thong.
heads up?
I did not get a heads up, but
Wow.
Teddy did offer me Timmy's, and I did turn that down.
You don't want that.
No,
he's
I don't.
got a fungus. Nice to see you.
It's really great to see you, too. I didn't know if I'd ever see you again.
Well, we had AI Nicole.
Yeah,
last
she was a
week.
hoot and a holler, I'll tell you that right now.
Did you get a chance to hear AI Nicole?
Did I get a chance to hear? I got about 7 texts from people being like, I loved your interview.
Mhm.
I didn't know what they were talking about because I didn't know we were using AI Nicole last week.
Well, this was my favorite one when I asked AI Nicole if she enjoyed a nice ice cold Coors Light.
Oh my God, dudes. That crap is fire. I'm talking serious fire. Back when I was banging, I would black out down in Athens in between the hedges. And then Kirby Smart would come by and kick me in the leg and tell me to get the hell out of here. And before I knew it, some Georgia football player would be racing us 130 miles per hour down a dark highway heading towards Cedar Creek. Talk about crazy. I'll never do that again. Whoop, 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 whoop. That's the best part.
Did you hear AI Adam King yesterday?
No.
Oh, yes.
Oh, boy.
AI King had several revelations.
About his hair?
Well, not necessarily, but I thought
Okay.
you'd like to hear them.
Yes,
because
please.
you'd enjoy a little AI King.
Enlighten me, please.
Okay.
I think I need to take a second and admit to something here. I've actually never said this out loud before, so I'm a little nervous. Back when I was in college, before I met Lene, I had a sexual experience with an older woman. I'm not talking cougar here. It's next level. See, I was visiting Gam Gam at the old people's home, and her roommates started winking at me. I thought that maybe something was wrong with her glass eye, but she started mouthing, "Give it to me." I was hesitant, but I got to tell you, that was the best afternoon of my life. It was just a blur of rice pudding and bingo cards. Sorry, not sorry. It was great.
See? Here's what we
Adam
do.
King, that's him.
We plug in all the information that we know
Yeah,
about you and Adam, and we got Jeff Rimmer AI coming up later.
I love that.
We feed the computer all the information. Then it takes what it thinks is the essence of your personality.
So you don't write it whatsoever.
Of course not. That
Never.
would be cheating
That
if
would
I
be
did
awful.
that. Of course not. Now, the sad news is we don't have any more AI Nicole for today. But
Well,
I
you
will
have
work
the
on
real
it.
Nicole today.
I understand, but I prefer AI Nicole.
Okay, I think a lot of people prefer AI Nicole, considering the feedback that I got from that.
Where were you on vacation last week?
Well, where do we start? Oh, last week. You're talking last week.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I had to pick from one of your many vacations. I'm aware.
I was in Michigan last week, and I know, oh my gosh,
Doing
she
some
was
scouting?
in Michigan. Of course I was. No, but I was water skiing as well while scouting. You know, it's about balance.
Well, when Nicole first came in here, I said we're going to talk about your vacation.
I didn't go on vacation.
What are you talking about? You're putting stuff up on
Why
Instagram
do you
about
always
water
make
skiing.
Me sound like that.
I make everybody sound like this.
That's how you sound in my head.
I don't go on vacation.
But
That's how I sound like.
your father was up there,
He
right?
was. Papa
And then-
Sheeran. He water skied at his age, and I'm not going to expose him right now, but he's up there. And he was water skiing, and I was driving the boat.
And you brought Dad down here with you, too, and you didn't even bring him by the
Hold
station.
on a second. No, he didn't. He basically just came down here to then go to the airport. So he wasn't really. You know who is coming to the station tonight? Gammy. She turned 90 years old yesterday.
Gammy?
Gammy, my
Oh, my
mom's
God.
mom, is
Keep
coming
her
to the
away
station.
from. She'll start winking at with her glass eye. What do you think, King?
Yesterday, I was talking about how I think Julian Sane is going to win the Buckeye job. So I get a call from Dom last night, and he's yelling at me for having a hot take on something. I said, Dom, aren't we supposed to give our takes? He says, no, you're supposed to say you're going to give a take and then not actually say anything. So I want to apologize for my opinion yesterday. I also want to apologize for putting sauerkraut on a perfectly good Italian sausage. I overcompensate because my genitals are very small.
Did you know that?
I knew the sauerkraut part.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, that's AI. That's not me
That's
writing
crazy.
anything.
AI's got some creativity.
So-
Sounds a lot like you.
King was out at practice. You were out at practice this weekend.
This weekend.
And
Or,
I know,
and yes.
because it was vacation time before. I mean, we were water skiing
but
before.
of course I'm back for practice. Who do you think I am? I'm a dedicated sports reporter.
You're sitting here with a leather jacket on and sunglasses talking to a moron. You know that, right?
But I'm a moron too.
Okay, I know. That's why you're here.
Exactly.
So King said after watching practice this weekend that he thinks that Julian Sayin is the guy. Do you agree with that assessment?
I do. I will say, though, and you've probably heard this a million times, this quarterback battle is more legit than I think anyone understands.
Well, that makes me feel better, though.
Why?
Because I was scared that it was another one of these Kyle
You were
McCord, Devin
scared?
Smith's Kyle McCord, Devin Smith situations where no one was really any good, and that's why we didn't get a quarterback.
So here's my thing. I think that Ryan Day again, I'm not saying this is what it is, but this is what I think. I think Ryan Day knows that it's Julian is QB1, but I think he is waiting for that moment that Julian proves and shows him that he is supposed to be QB1. And I think all the other fans who are involved in all this think, oh, of course it's Julian. Of course he's going to be starting quarterback. But this competition is so much more real. You see it from the teammates. You hear it from Ryan. You can just physically watch them both. Lincoln Keynotes is no joke. That guy has worked his tail off to get to where he is now. And I mean, I'm sitting here. I would not be shocked if Lincoln got the nod. I would not be shocked, but I don't think that's what's going to happen.
King was saying yesterday he thinks Keenholz can start for any other team in college football that's not Texas. Is that a stretch?
You mean a game or like to go to another team?
No, if he were on another team now, that's how good he thinks he is.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Well, maybe not pretty close to that.
What do you think, AI King?
I was so exhausted after the show yesterday. I hit the skyline window pretty hard. Man, it was good. The problem was I was eating in my car like an animal and spilled chili on my pants. So when I got back to the station to do the news, it looked like I crapped myself. The ironic part is I actually had diarrhea later that night, but it was just an accident in the bed. Lene was not happy with me. But I said, baby, that's why we have the rubber sheets.
See, Lene, you keep looking at me.
Lene, it's very mysterious.
Lene Kakua is her name.
Oh.
Because of Manti
Aloha.
Te'o's fake dead girlfriend. That was her name, Lene Kakua.
Okay.
Because I believe that his girlfriend is fiction. Because we've never seen her before.
Seen her.
You
Correct.
work with this man very closely.
Yes.
Have you met Lene?
I have actually met Lene once.
You did?
Very recently,
Oh,
y'all.
my God,
This
I didn't
happened
know
like
that.
a month ago. And
You
it
didn't tell me because you've been on 19 vacations.
Sounds like you just missed me is the real problem
I did miss you.
I know.
I get too much work done because it's too quiet in here. I need someone to yell bitches in my face.
Anyways, I met her, but for quite literally 10 seconds. I walked outside, and Adam said, Lene's here. And I said, oh, okay, cool. So I walked outside, and I said, hi. And then I told her I really liked her outfit because she was wearing a cool pantsuit.
Uh-huh.
And then she said, oh, thanks. And then I came back inside. Like, it was a very short meet and greet.
That was it.
Yeah. She was going places, you know. I just, yeah.
You know how you could have made King's life just totally miserable?
What? Called her Lene?
No. Just wink at him during the conversation. So then he goes off,
What is that about? Why is she winking at you?
Also, the fact that he likes Skyline is so gross to me. I'm
He
sorry.
loves Skyline,
I know
man.
Skyline's a thing around here. Y'all, that is garbage.
They're fine sponsors of the radio station.
I'm sorry. I just can't eat it. But I think it's the California girl in me.
Uh-huh.
Like, I've been there. I have been there one time. Adam King took me.
You're just digging your own grave right now.
Well, listen, at least the grave will say my line on it that I'm not allowed to say.
I feel I'm hogging all of Nicole. Vegas. Vegas is here. Scotty Vegas is here.
What is going on right now?
This is amazing, by the way.
I'm sorry. Just when the two girls get together, we just start to gab and gab.
Gossip. Girly goss.
I do want, because I saw you out at practice and you were analyzing the quarterbacks. I did want to say, when do you think, if you had to guess, when an announcement might be coming from Ryan Day on the quarterback, and then what percentage chance do you think it is saying? Like what are you in the 90 to 100% or less than that?
I think there has been talk. At one point, Ryan had said that, maybe we don't have one before the Texas game. If they don't have a starting quarterback before the Texas game, I am incredibly concerned. And I think a lot of people would feel that way, because what kind of message does that send? That, hey, we're not really sure who it's going to be yet, but we're playing against what could be a number 1, number 2 matchup, and we don't really know who it's going to be yet. He is going to name a starting quarterback before the game, but it could be days before the game. I think Ryan is waiting until the very last minute to make this decision.
If you want more of that dementia, Nicole Shearin will be hosting with me tomorrow and Friday. 3 full hours both days of that, where she will tell off every single person that sponsors this radio station. That's all right. That's all right.
No one told me that.
I understand.
I will be going to Skyline Chili.
I know.
After I win the Super Bowl,
they
how
have
they
jail.
say. What?
After you go to the Super Bowl, what does that mean?
You know when they win the Super Bowl and they say, and the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to Disney World. I'm going to go to Skyline.
After the show?
Yeah, right now. Take Gammy on her 90th birthday to Skyline.
You on the news tonight?
Absolutely, I am. Tune in.
What time?
6 and 11, baby.
Is Dom giving a take?
No takes tonight.
No take. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, we just lost all the viewers because I'm sorry. There are no takes tonight.
Adam King sent me a panicked text message last night. I'm going to tell you what it said coming up next. Thank you, Nicole. No, go away. You're done. Your segment's done.
I want to know what the text is.
It doesn't matter. That's called a tease. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a couple minutes slowdown on westbound 70 downtown between the 71 east and west split. We also have traffic slowing down due to an accident that's on the right shoulder of westbound 161 after Sunbury Road. This report is sponsored by Erie Insurance, celebrating 100 years of protecting your family's most priceless moments. Then, now, always. Erie Insurance. ErieInsurance.com. That's ErieInsurance.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
At United Dairy Farmers, peach is our most popular ice cream. Although it's only here for a short time, we sell more of it than any other flavor. And once you taste it, you'll know why it wins the popularity contest. We make it from scratch by mixing in the juice from our hand-selected peaches and big chunks of fruit. That's what gives it that unique peachier flavor. And that might also explain why peach season at UDF doesn't last long. UDF Peach Ice Cream, made for you.
Common Man here. I want to tell you about my guy, Bob Capace, owner-operator of Worthington Jewelers for the past 25 years. If your only experience is going to the mall for jewelry, Bob and his team will blow you away. Service, quality, and a great price. The store is busy all the time because people keep coming back. True story. My 8-year-old daughter says to me, "When can we go see Mr. Capace again? He's nice." Yes, he's nice. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington. WorthingtonJewelers.com.
We've all got our daydreams, right? Little things, big things, things you know one day you'll do. Then out of nowhere, cancer. And all your plans don't change a bit. I would know. I'm about to jump out of an airplane with my dad. Our first time skydiving solo. And my second year since starting cancer treatment at Ohio Health. All right, Dad, let's go. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keep making plans.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877 Cars for Kids.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use, now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu. My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Reds fans, Snoop Dogg is coming to Great American Ballpark on August 11th. Catch your Reds as they face off against the Phillies and hang out after the game for a live set from Snoop Dogg. Presented by Ohio Lottery and Network for Hope. Want to party in the pit with Snoop? Upgrade your access to a pit field pass. You don't want to miss this. For tickets and more information, visit reds.com/Snoop.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube, along with those fake YouTube ads like Chew This Gum and It Grows New Teeth. Experience the splendor of Bo sitting in his closet, Timmy Hall's gouty gold chains, and Matty Ice wearing a coat in 90-degree weather. It's all there. Head to YouTube and subscribe today.
No matter where you are, Coughlin is there, in-store or online. CoughlinCars.com. 13 new car brands, over 1,000 pre-owned vehicles, 17 convenient locations for sales, service, and parts, plus 4 state-of-the-art collision centers. CoughlinCars.com. Shop locally owned, CoughlinCars.com.
Coughlin has a car for you.
It's your final splash of the season at Zumbizi Bay. Ride the new conservation tower one last time and splash in for just $19.99 after 4 p.m. Get your tickets at ZumbiziBay.com.
Zumbizi Bay.
Parents, are your teens good with money?
No.
Switch to Huntington Bank and let's teach them. They get their own card, which they can add to their digital wallet, and you can monitor and set spending limits. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Federal Elite Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
A show with copious amounts of fart sounds. Emphasis on copious.
Oh no, I get a fart, but I don't know which way to lean.
This is Man and Timmy.
Teddy, I forgot about Windows. I'll do it next segment. All right?
You don't want to do it here?
I don't have the copy in front of me, Teddy. They got new promotions. I don't want to sell them short.
All right, we'll do it next segment.
Do it live. Let's go.
This is live.
Well, really live.
Okay.
Scotty Vegas is here. Timmy is vacationing. I was talking to Adam King about this yesterday. We talk about the quarterback position over at Ohio State because that's the sexy position, right? Who's going to be the quarterback? But, the running back position, you're losing 2 huge anchors in Travion Henderson and Quinshon Judkins. And I know that James Peoples is there, and they're high on him. But King was telling me that Carlos Laughlin is really high on C.J. Donaldson, the transfer out of West Virginia. And I saw that today he got his black stripe removed. So he is officially a Buckeye. Are you concerned about the running back production this year?
I'm not. And I think the big reason why for me is I think the offensive line is going to be so good, right? Going into last year, the big question for Ohio State football was, all right, well, this offensive line looked like garbage in the bowl game. Are they going to be good enough to be a national championship offensive line? And then, they had to piece it together. There were issues early in the season, then they figured it out in the playoffs. But I don't have that question on the offensive line anymore, so I feel a little bit more confident in the run game. And Common Man, like the weapons across the board, right? We talk about Max Clare being like option number 4.
I'm in love with him.
Right.
I love him.
And so it's hard to imagine these running backs not succeeding with elite wide receivers, with an elite tight end, and an elite offensive line. So I'm not worried.
But that makes me worried.
Yes, I get it.
That we're not that worried.
Yeah, I know.
We're defending a championship now, right? All eyes are on us. They were on us. They're on us every single year. It's not that, but it's Texas right out of the gate. You still have to get over that hump of beating Michigan. I don't care what anybody says. Nice to win the national championship, but you need to start getting back to beating the hell out of Michigan.
So my biggest concern honestly, is leadership, right? Because of what you lost out of that locker room.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Will Howard, the ultimate leader, right? So we just assume, we think that both these quarterbacks, Sand and Keenholz, have unbelievable talent. And they probably do. But do they have that same leadership ability that we saw out of Will Howard? Because when things got crappy after that Michigan game, Will Howard stepped up and led that team. So to me, I'm less concerned about losing Quinshawn and Travion and the production from the running backs. I'm more concerned about the leadership potentially being gone from last year.
Well, you brought up Will Howard, and Adam King is obsessed with Will Howard. Loves him. I think Will Howard did a fantastic job here. Obviously, you win a national championship, you stay in Buckeye lore forever. He also looks like a fully adult, grown version of an elf on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
But I get a panic text from Adam King last night. I don't know what to do. Will Howard broke his hand. I said, well, there's nothing you can do. I feel like he needs me. I'm going to go to Pittsburgh to soothe him. I said, you can't. He'll be fine. He's a grown man. He was not going to get the football to start the season anyway. He's got 3 weeks now. His hand will heal, and he gets to learn all the conspiracy theories from Aaron Rodgers.
But it does really suck because when's the time that we would see Will Howard? It'd be over the next couple weeks.
That's right.
Yeah. So that part really does suck. It feels like we are missing out on watching him over the next month. But, like, do you trust Aaron Rodgers to stay healthy throughout this season? It wouldn't surprise me if at some point during this season Will Howard's got an opportunity.
To answer your question, I don't know if Will Howard gets the opportunity because Mason Rudolph is there too.
Sure.
I mean, there's a chance that Mason Rudolph gets the opportunity and then he sucks.
Correct.
Or we remember that he sucks.
Yes.
And then Will Howard gets the opportunity. But I'm with you. I know that some Steeler fans get pissed off when I say this, but I am expecting little to nothing from Aaron Rodgers this year. We are looking at a reflection that doesn't exist anymore. This is a guy who is 2 years removed, more than that, from playing good football. I know he's saying all the right things in the offseason about how wonderful this organization is, and he did that 2 years ago when he was with the Jets, about how wonderful it was to be with a team that really got it. And then he went out there and he died. And then year two, he goes out there and he's just not any good.
Right.
Statistically, he was worse than Zach Wilson.
Yes. He was awful.
And you can blame the pieces around him. That's fine. But the reality is I just don't think he's that good anymore. And even if he is magically better than he was last year, I don't think there's a way that he stays healthy all season long.
No. And look, and you brought up how bad he was with the Jets. Like, the end for him at the Packers wasn't good either, right? I mean, there were some decent Packers teams at the very end. And his last year there was not good.
I think they won 11 games, didn't they?
Yeah, but down the stretch, he was a mess. Down the stretch for the Packers that last year, it was bad. Then he goes to the Jets, and it's all built up, and as you said, dies. And last year was awful. So I don't trust it. I don't understand how the Steelers fans can be optimistic, other than the fact that you've got a fantastic defense.
I think they feel like they have to be. I understand because they're saying the rest of our roster is ready to win.
Yes, I get that.
Right? And you go out and get DK Metcalf, and if he's motivated, if he's good, he's one of the best wide receivers in the game. And like you said, they have a championship defense. They see their window as now. And if they can catch lightning in a bottle with Old Man River, that they can go out and win the championship. I just don't think that's likely.
Yeah.
Could happen, and then we'll never hear the end of it. Trust me.
Right. And then that streak that everybody talks about with Mike Tomlin and going 500 or better with Aaron Rodgers, I feel like they're kind of in purgatory a little bit, right? Because
I can see that.
And that's what. So if you're a Browns fan this year, I think you 100% have to be rooting for a complete tank job. I really do.
Don't worry about it. It will happen.
But the worst thing that could happen is them the Browns going 7-10, 6-11, something like that, ending up with pick number 6 or 7 or 8 in the draft. Like, to me, that is the worst. And the Steelers are kind of in that same purgatory of, okay, we're not good enough to be a legit contender, but we're not crappy enough to be a top pick, to have a top pick.
I have worked with a lot of people over the past 20 years, but Scotty did something that no one has ever done before him. I'm going to tell you what it is coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a 5-minute slowdown due to an accident that's on both shoulders of eastbound 270 on the South Outer Belt at 71. It's moving a little slow from US 62. And we've got a slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Pirani's Hockey World. Pirani's Hockey World's biggest sale of the year is going on July 31st through August 10th. Buy sticks, helmets, and more at the best prices of the year. Sideline Swap will be on site July 31st through August 3rd to purchase your gently used sports gear. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
When it comes time to replace the roof over your head, you need a name you can trust. Newman Roofing. Don't just take our word for it. Here's our friend Cindy.
We were very happy with our experience, and we would highly recommend Newman to anybody we talk to.
Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
Hey friends, it's Austin Ward, and I'm coming up on 2 full years since starting Awaken 180. Dropped 50 pounds, and I still check the scale like it owes me money. Guess what? Hasn't budged. Still under 200 pounds, still feeling great. Keeping weight off this long isn't luck or magic, it's just having the right playbook. Awaken 180 taught me exactly what works, what doesn't, and how to stay lean without the struggle. Want real, lasting results? Don't just drop the weight, retire it for good. Trust me, Awaken 180 is your winning game plan. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Skyline is introducing a new chicken chili. Come get that world-famous Skyline flavor you love with a new protein option. Try the new Skyline chicken chili on Waze, Coney's, and all your Skyline favorites. At Columbus Skyline locations only while supplies last.
It's child's play to donate your car, truck, RV, or boat to Ronald McDonald House Charities of Central Ohio. They'll pick it up free of charge, steer you through the paperwork, and a hefty tax deduction rolls your way as you help provide a home away from home for families of seriously ill hospitalized children. For more information about donating your vehicle to Ronald McDonald House Charities, visit rmhc-centralohio.org or call 614-CARS-HELP. That's 614-CARS-HELP.
At Dick's Sporting Goods, we have always believed sport has the power to change lives. Community happens here. Change happens here. Sport happens here. Introducing the all-new Dick's House of Sport, bringing new experiences, new services, and unrivaled selection from the top brands to a new place Polaris can call home. Featuring a rock wall, a HitTrax multi-sport cage, and 3 golf hitting bays. Dick's House of Sport at Polaris Fashion Place. Grand opening celebration August 15th through August 17th.
Dear McDonald's, your breakfast menu, fire. 10s across the board. I could be happy with anything, even though I order the same thing every time. Thanks for not judging me. I'll try something new next time. Maybe.
For a limited time, you can enjoy a savory sausage McMuffin with egg meal, including golden hash browns and a small hot coffee for just $5. Price and participation may vary.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Make back to school a good deal better with breakfast essentials and back to school supplies from Meijer. Start the day with low prices on Meijer brand favorites such as Toasted Oats Honey Nut Cereal, Cinnamon Applesauce, and Meijer brand Chewy Chocolate Chip Granola Bars. Then stock up and save on supplies for $1 or less, like Meijer colored pencils, Meijer 2-pocket paper folders, and 10-count Crayola markers. Plus, all backpacks are 20% off. Heading back to school with what you need to succeed. That's the good life at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
It's Leslie from Pella Columbus.
I'm Wilson from that other window place. Leslie, what's that hot lamp against your window for?
Pella windows are tested up to 160 degrees, Wilson, to ensure efficiency and the lowest energy bills possible, even in the craziest of temperatures. Put your hand on there.
All right. God, that's hot.
On the window, Wilson.
Oh, hey, that is quite nice and cool. So I'm going to go grab some ice now.
Get the window that Columbus homeowners rated #1 for innovation at PellaColumbus.com.
Joining us on this episode are real Spectrum customers, Monique and Greg. We hear your family is a big fan of Spectrum.
Family of 4, we have about 18 devices last time I counted.
2 teams require a lot of speed. Everything they do is online.
There's gaming, there's streaming. Spectrum is perfect for us. I mean, it just seamlessly connects all our devices with lightning speed.
Sounds like Spectrum is really committed to keeping you connected.
It's amazing.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain, and it's the Toyota National Sales Event all month long at Toyota West. With over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of no payments for 90 days, and every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. No payments for 90 days. Deferred payment. Interest accrued at time of inception with approved credit. Expires 8/31.
Hi, welcome to IKEA. Hi, I'm in a whirlwind of college prep. Gotcha. We've got affordable solutions to create the perfect college living space. Great. And visit our website to see how verified college students with an IKEA family account can receive a one-time use 15% off coupon. Nice. You guys think of everything. Pretty much. Offer ends 9/30/25. Valid ID required. Discount applied proportionally across items purchased as shown on receipt. See IKEA-USA.com/ready for college for complete terms.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. This is Paul Keel's Baseball Today. Wrigley Field, 7th inning. Chicago Cubs lead the Cincinnati Reds 3-0. Reds need a comeback to try and get a third straight win. Cleveland Guardians got their third straight win today, beating the Mets in New York 4-1. Gavin Williams went 8 2/3, took a no-hitter into the bottom of the ninth, but lost it on Juan Soto's homer, the only Mets base hit of the day. Columbus Clippers continue their home series with Gwinnett tonight at Huntington Park. Ohio State wide receivers Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate today placed on the Biletnikoff Award watch list, the honor given to the nation's top receivers. And the Cleveland Browns have said rookie Shedeur Sanders will get the start at quarterback in their preseason opener tomorrow night against the Carolina Panthers. This update brought to you by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, call Dr. Mark Levy's office at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit him online at sleepbettercolumbus.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Number 1 pizza expert and the number 4 college basketball expert at the radio station.
Just from looking at your clothes and weight, I can tell you all watch a lot of free network television.
This is Man and Timmy.
I want to talk to you about my friends at Universal Windows Direct. If your home feels warm and stuffy or your energy bills are climbing higher every month, it's probably your windows. And Universal Windows Direct has an incredible offer to help you fix it fast. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and there's no limit. If you got 8 windows that need replacing, you only pay for 4. It's that simple. Plus, no interest for 5 whole years. That is 60 months of 0% interest financing. Call them today for your free in-home estimate. 614-502-5220. UniversalWindowsDirect.com. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows. Scotty Vegas is in for Timmy today. You sent me something. You did something that no one has done with me in the 20-plus years that I've been working here.
All right.
You sent me an email of a bunch of embarrassing stories or things that you could talk about.
Yeah.
Just a big, long list. So I figured what we would do. You like America's Got Talent? You ever watch that?
Yes, of course.
All right, when they get bored, then they give the little buzzer.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go down the list that you sent me. You start telling me these stories.
Okay.
And then when I get bored, I buzz you. If I don't, then we keep going on. What do you think?
And the only reason I sent this, I was prepping my show on Sunday with Dave, and I was like getting a bunch of stats and gambling stuff to give out and picks and stuff, and I'm like, none of this prep work would work at all for hosting with you.
Nothing.
So I was like, well, I better think of some ideas and send some ideas your way of what might make sense for me.
Well, I love this. And I'm going to read the description as you wrote it to me. Okay?
All right.
First one. Started a will last week after hearing you and Tim talk about it.
Yes.
The first thing I thought, by the way, was when did I talk about that?
Okay. It was about 2 weeks ago, and you and Timmy were talking about that everybody should have a will. Once you reach a certain age, you should you should do a will.
I don't remember saying that, but that's wise advice.
Right, and you should go to a doctor. And I didn't have either. I don't do either.
You don't go to the will for the doctor.
So I still haven't gone to the doctor since probably college. So I haven't gotten to that.
Oh, Scotty, we got to get that taken care of. We got to get someone to examine your ace.
I know. Well, and here's the deal. I did promise once I turned 40, that would be the moment that, okay, I'm going to visit a doctor. And, well, I've turned 40 a year and a half ago.
I was going to say.
So, but you and Timmy were talking about, okay, you have a will, you got to fill it, you got to do it. And so I woke up early Saturday morning after hearing you guys talk about it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it. So I filled out a will. I filled it out for my wife as well. So
who gets a nice slice of dough here at the radio station?
Oh, well, it's obviously all going to Dave because he can make the bets for me.
You want to bet from beyond the grave?
I do.
All right. Early station days, answering phones for you on the Sunday brunch. Yes. I had no idea I forgot that you did that.
Yeah, so I interned when I was at OU in like 05 and 06. And you were hosting Sunday brunch, and I would answer the phones of everybody calling in. You know, Rory was the producer.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, Scotty, answer my phone.
And I just specifically remember people calling in, like it was like the British Open was going. It was midsummer, you know, and people are calling in like, can he give us updates on the British Open? And I'm like, I don't think that's likely coming out of you weren't the common man at that point. So, at that point you were Mike, and I was answering phones, and I was screening callers for you.
Man, you and Lori Schmidt.
Yep. And
hanging out on the board together.
And I actually rode over to some OSU football practices with you during the summertime. You're driving over.
I got to tell you, buddy, I don't remember any of this.
I know you don't. And I remember you telling me, like, I'm not sure how much I even like sports anymore.
I got to tell you, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here, Scotty.
Yes. And that was summer of 05. So, wow. Look how
20 years later,
20 years later, we're both here.
We're
First
riding
time.
To practice symbolically.
Yes.
Together.
Yes.
All right, that's enough of that.
Okay.
Wiffle ball fight story at station.
Yes. So this is one of my favorite events that we've ever done at the station is a huge wiffle ball tournament. Okay, and so it ended up being, we had like 50 teams sign up for this thing, and we ended up with 2 teams where they took it way too seriously. Okay, so we had a guy who was pretty roided out, right? And we had a home run derby. And this guy is hitting home runs off of pitches that Anthony Rothman is throwing.
Oh, yeah, we're going to throw a little pitch here, right?
Exactly. And so Anthony is throwing him apparently not good enough pitches. Oh. And so the guy takes his bat and he's like, I think you're trying to throw this thing. You're trying to throw this home run derby so that I don't win. And I'm like, oh, gosh, this guy's going to be a problem. And then later on at the event, I am 2 fields away because, again, we got 50 different teams
Was this
playing.
over at Berliner? Is that where we did this?
It was. It was Berliner. And I see a guy out of the corner of my eye, 2 big guys, face to face, just screaming at each other. And I go running over there as the only, station employee working this darn event. And these guys are huge, and they are face to face. And all I have is an air horn. So I'm like, how am I going to break up this fight? I'm not getting in the middle of these 2 idiots. So I just start blowing the air horn in their ears.
Oh, my
And that
God.
was the way that I was going to separate this fight was, okay. And then it got so bad that, we had to call the police. And it was a whole ordeal. And we had to end the wiffle ball tournament before it even was supposed to end.
And then
before we
you
got
said,
to the championship.
That's what I get for inviting Kirk Barton to my wiffle ball tournament. No AC at in-laws means no visit.
That's right. So, and I know that you can understand this because you got a fan going in the studio to cool us down here. But yeah, it's summertime. There's a wedding in my wife's family, and we're supposed to stay at their house. Except that house has no AC, and so my wife.
When you say no AC, does that mean the AC is broken, or they don't have AC?
No AC at all.
Where do they live?
Up in Cleveland. And it was miserable up in Lakewood. And
no.
Summer wedding. I'm supposed to stay there.
No, forget about it.
Yeah. And so we got.
Does your wife object to this?
Yes, she wanted to stay. She's like, "Oh, you can sleep in the little outside room that they have." And I'm like,
outside
with
room?
a little couch. Yes, it was miserable. And I said, "Nope." I walked into the house and said, "Nope, not staying."
What year do you live in, too? It's like, I'm going to sleep on the sleeping porch.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. It is a sleeping porch.
Well, how about she stays at the house and you stay at the Ramada down the street?
Right.
Where the air conditioner gets down to 60 degrees.
Exactly.
All right, that's enough of that. Old man football league idea.
See, you can buzz this one quick because, yeah, there we go. Good.
I'm weird. I installed a camera to watch my sump pump.
Yes, you can do a live look in right now of my sump pump because I have a irrational fear of a flooded basement. So this happened to me.
Why don't you get a backup?
I do. I have 2 backups. I have 2 battery backups, but I still...
Man, you're still obsessed about it.
Absolutely obsessed. My basement flooded one time years and years and years ago, so I literally bought a camera to just watch the sump pump. Sometimes I set up a little folding chair if it's storming out, and I just watch the sump pump go. And you're a good boy. Keep going. Keep running, because I get terrified. Despite the fact that I have 2 sump pumps, 2 battery backups, still.
See, when Samantha was a baby, we got the camera monitors, right? Even though I said I don't want the camera monitors, I just want the old school audio monitor because I know that I would just sit there and watch the camera monitor, which is what wound up happening. She's just sleeping, not moving, and I'm obsessed with this monitor. We eventually ripped them out and just got the little walkie-talkie ones because I couldn't stop watching the monitor.
Yes.
But except that's a baby.
And this is
a sump pump. There's more on this list that I want to get to, including how you had a fart that ruined the first intimate time that you had with your wife. I got to tell you, that sounds like a winner to me. Plus, a Dildaroonie update. Yes, we can't go a day without a Dill update. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
There's a 10-minute slowdown due to a disabled vehicle that's blocking the left lane on northbound 71 on north side at North Broadway. It is stop and go from 17th Avenue. We also have stop and go traffic on eastbound 33 between 270 and Hamilton Road on the East Outer Belt. This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. If you want way more food for way less dollars, you've got it with Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. From classics to favorites to new items like the crispy chicken burrito. Get more for less, only at Taco Bell. At participating stores, which vary, limited time, drinks exclude freezes, tax extra. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Cash, moolah, greenbacks, toast, Skrilla, chips, bread and mold, cheddar, butter, lewd and scratch. Find the lettuce, make a match. Lettuce, gravy, game on the back for $30. That's a wrap. There's many words for cash, no doubt, but there's only one $30 cash word. Check it out. Cash word from Ohio, lottery. It's $30 show. Cash word, it's fun to go with millions of prizes, don't you know? Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
If your last garage door repair guy definitely used an old mugshot on his business cards, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, a trusted Columbus staple. Straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're all about getting you and your crew to quit in time sooner. That's why our service is a cut above. You see, no matter the project, we'll get you to the right metal, shape, and grade. Cut to any size, ready real fast. And yeah, we'll deliver. Leaving plenty of time for the important things, like opening an ice-cold can of aluminum. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience store for metal.
Common Man and Timmy here for the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino.
Mikey, it's time for the ultimate fan experience. You could win tickets to the big home team game.
Legal?
Oh, legal.
Why illegal?
Legal. Against a team that wears orange on August 30th.
It all goes down Thursday, August 28th from 6 to 7. All you have to do is use your Penn Play card or the Penn Play app during the month of August.
And you can win a bunch of other prizes as well. The more you play, the more opportunities you have to win.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
A gambler.
This is Corey Sickles with Safe Harbor Retirement Group. When you leave a job, don't leave your 401k. Grow your investment without the fees associated with 401k plans. Visit safeharboroh.com to schedule a complimentary meeting. safeharboroh.com.
You know, it's not the shoes. It's what you can put in them that makes all the difference. Hey, it's Anthony. I've been a customer at the Good Feet store for a while now, and I'm all about my personally fit arch supports. They support my feet better than all the insoles I've jammed into my shoes over the years. And my Good Feet arch supports help me in a ton of ways, from overall support and balance to stabilizing my heels and the fact they distribute my body weight, especially when I'm golfing. I literally have spring in my step now. Check them out for yourself. The free fitting is designed to help them understand you, your pain, and your discomfort. It's simple. Just stop by the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City. You don't need an appointment, but you can certainly schedule one very easily online. Get back to living the life you love with the Good Feet store. For more than 30 years, they've taken great pleasure in helping thousands discover the comfort they've been dreaming of, just like me. Get professionally fitted at goodfeet.com.
All your favorite and least favorite fan shows are available wherever you get your podcasts. Just type in 971 The Fan to the search bar and hit that subscribe button. It's free.
We're the land of the free and the home of the sunburnt, freckled fat guy.
Do it now.
Do you have foot pain? Foot pain is not normal regardless of your age or job. Podiatric physicians are the most qualified doctors to care for your feet and can provide important foot care solutions or shoe inserts to better manage foot pain. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and are dedicated to providing the highest quality foot and ankle care. We've been serving the profession and the public for over 100 years. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Hey, I'm Ruben. My band and I have a new song we're getting ready to record this weekend. I'm also a tow truck driver. When you move over and slow down, you're not only giving me room to work, you're making sure I get to go home at the end of the day and see my bandmates.
Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. When you see flashing lights, remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down.
Viking, dedicated to creating travel experiences for the thinking person, with programs designed for cultural enrichment on board and on shore. Discover more at Viking.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Plenty of sunshine, light winds, a bit warmer and a bit more humid on this Wednesday. Temperatures in the mid-80s. Overnight will fall back down to the mid-60s. Fair skies and light winds for your Thursday morning. And during the day, more sunshine, a bit warmer and a bit more humid. Highs in the mid to upper 80s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
Their favorite basketball players are Leaky Black and Grady Dick.
That is childish nonsense.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Fish has handed me the plug sheet for tomorrow. T-Bone and Tybus. They're going to break the radio station again tomorrow morning. Starts at 6 o'clock. Big problem this morning with the computer system. Did you hear about that?
Oh, I heard.
Oh, I heard it. Bishop and Friends. Paul Finebaum, Pied Piper of the Hillbillies. He'll be on at 10:30. And then Rothman and Ice tomorrow, 1:30. They're going to talk to Adam King. I don't know why, but they are. And then Too Hot with Teddy on tomorrow's show, and Nicole Shearin will be with me tomorrow. Today, it's Scotty Vegas. We're getting to know Scotty Vegas through his email. We'll get back to that in a second, but it happened again. A pleasure toy landed near Indiana's Sophie Cunningham after it was thrown from the stands in Los Angeles while the Fever played the Sparks on Tuesday night. The latest such incident to interrupt a WNBA game in the past 7 days. Sparks coach Lynn Roberts. I think it's ridiculous. It's dumb. It's stupid. It's also dangerous, and players' safety is number one. Respecting the game. All these things. I think it's really stupid. Now, Sophie Cunningham laughed about it. Fever coach Stephanie White said, "We don't know who these people are. We come to play the game, and people want to see us play. I just think it's that simple. We can't control everybody's actions." According to social media posts, green pleasure toys were also thrown in Phoenix and New York on Tuesday night, but did not reach the court. The one at Barclays Center landed near a child. All right. Now, we had this situation in Atlanta last week or 2 weeks ago. I forget what it is. We had the situation in Chicago this past weekend, and now we have more green dildo-roonies being thrown. Two things can be true. It's probably enough, right? It's probably enough for this. But it's funny. It is. It is funny. It's like the octopus at Joe Louis Arena.
Right.
Except not an octopus at all. Just a green dildo-rooney.
Yeah. So I will say, as the promotions guy, that you and I and T-Bone were talking years ago about Man and Bone Fest, right?
Yes.
And those were going to play a really big part.
Absolutely they
and
were.
then COVID
because
hit.
the Lion's Den was sponsoring Man and Bone Fest. And I'll to this day, I'll remind T-Bone that the whole reason COVID even happened is because his mom prayed that Man and Bone Fest didn't happen. Well, congratulations. You got your wish. You had a global pandemic that took place that knocked us out, but you got your wish.
I still get people out at events that say, is Man and Bone Fest, like, why did that never happen? And it's like, well, it was COVID. And then once, we got back to normal, you did a box, right?
Yes. We did something else.
Which was awesome. But people were and still are asking about that.
Well, it was going to be quite a thing.
Yes.
Because we were going to have dildo-roonies on the set
At
that
the
we were going to
Bluestone.
build. Right. And we were going to have Stupid Brad, or as you called him, Sticker Brad, dress up in a big dildo-rooney costume and dance around and meet people.
Oh, and he was ready for it.
Oh, he's ready for anything. So, yes, two things can be true. It's funny. I enjoy it. Let's stop now. Let's stop throwing it, especially if we're hitting people in the stands, because the two of them didn't even make it to the court. It is dangerous. People don't like things being thrown at them. So let's put an end to that now. Or at least get a really, really foamy one. But then that defeats the whole purpose of the dildo-roon, right?
Right.
It's got to be stiff.
Yes.
All right, speaking of stiff. How you doing, Ted?
Doing good, Mike.
All right. You sent me an email, Scotty Vegas, who's in for Timmy today, about different topics we can talk about today. Where did I leave off here?
The sump pump was the last
camera.
discussion.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Every single day, I'm dressed as if I'm golfing. That is today. I actually looked at you today and said, did you play today?
Right.
And you said, no, just in case.
Yeah.
In case a pickup game happens, you're there.
And guess what? A pickup game did happen here at the office.
That's right.
I got the opportunity to face you in a little putt-putt here at the office, in which you're pretty darn good.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
You're just not familiar with the course yet.
You got the speed of the carpet down, that's for sure.
Yes, the speed of the carpet. We're not talking about the dildo-rooney story anymore. No, I told you that I started a certain level. I'll never get better.
Yeah.
And so you come down here, you play more often, you learn the angles, you learn the carpet, you'll surpass me. Timmy beats my ass every single day.
Well, and I am crazy competitive, so when I lost that, it did hurt my feelings a little bit.
But you just beat me at ping pong during the commercial break.
Which was a little bit of an upset.
See?
You got that crazy serve that threw me off.
I got some dark ones, too. Are we done with this one?
Yes. Yeah. Always dressed to golf.
That's enough of that. Next week, I'm staying at a swingers house for the Cincy tennis tournament. Well, that sounds interesting.
Yes.
Again, enter dildo-rooney.
It keeps coming back to that. But yeah, no, it's true. Every year, I've got some friends down at Mason. There's a big tennis tournament down there. It's Cincinnati Open. And they're nice enough to let me stay in their basement. And I've done it for the last 5 or 6 years. And about 2 or 3 years ago, they revealed to me that they are swingers. And, the husband was drinking a lot and revealed that to me. And the
Is that
wife,
while he was massaging you and trying to talk you into joining them?
and so the wife
I
used
hit
to
a nerve there, Teddy.
The wife used to join us out on the patio at night after the tennis tournament. We would talk and all that good stuff. And then the last 2 years since he spilled the beans that they're swingers, she has not joined us. So she kind of avoids coming out. She thinks because, he shared this with me that it's awkward, which I don't think it's awkward, but they still let me stay there and it's all good. So I will be going there on Sunday, Sunday through Tuesday.
Do they swing when you're in the house?
I don't think so.
Have you heard things?
I've heard things, but it could be anything.
Are you watching their sump pump down in the basement?
I do put my pillow right by the sump pump, so they are okay that way.
Timmy t-shirt gun to face story. I don't remember this one.
Oh, this one was a long time ago. This was like 8-10 years ago. We of course are doing OSU football tailgates. Tim Hall goes on the stage, does the stage announcements, and we have a t-shirt gun. And Tim was like, how powerful do you think this t-shirt gun actually is? And I said, well, I could shoot you and we could find out. And he's like, okay.
Of course he did.
And so I'm like 6 feet away from Timmy and I'm aiming for his chest. We'll see how strong this actually is. Well, I missed the chest and I accidentally hit him right in the cheek. Glasses come flying off. His face turns all red, and he's dropping in the face. You were supposed to hit me in the chest. And I'm like, well, it's a t-shirt gun. I can't aim it that well. Hits him right in the cheek. He gets all angry with me, but all good, all red face. But yeah, Timmy took one in the face.
No
with
broken
a t-shirt
glasses?
Gun. No,
Again,
but
I forgot
he was
all about
upset.
this too. Teddy, I'm thank God I'm not famous enough to write a book. Because I would have to lie. I remember nothing.
Make it all up.
Nothing. The only thing I remember is back in the morning time where I'd stand on the trash can to amuse you.
Yeah, that was great.
And then I'd fall down.
Good times. Hurt your ankle.
The trash can.
Yeah.
Remember we had those metal mesh
I remember.
trash cans.
I broke a couple of those.
Well, I did too, because I'm standing on it trying to balance myself because Teddy was working with me, and I have to get Ted to laugh because that's like, it's like the tough coach giving you a pat on the back.
Yes.
Teddy's a tough laugh, right? And so I'm a clown. I'm balancing myself, and then the trash bin just crumples under my fat ass weight, and I fall down and hit my leg, and all hell breaks loose because I think I break my leg. It's terrible. And then Teddy's of no help. He's just laughing.
Well, you got the laugh.
That's right.
I got the laugh.
Now, I also had a trash can incident, also involving Timmy Hall, in fact, and it was in your old office. So we had you guys had the basketball hoop on the door, and we decided we would have a little dunk contest. And for me, on the dunk contest, I was going to use that trash can as a step off it and try and, go for the dunk.
That sounds like a disaster.
And it completely fell apart on me. Yeah.
All right, last one. Fart ruined first time I was going to have sex with my wife.
Yeah, that's exactly how I wrote it down, too, isn't it? It's true. I was at OU my sophomore year where I met my girlfriend, now wife, and we were going to get it on for the first time. We were in the dorm room, and I didn't have a condom. So she was heading to the vending machine because there were condoms in the vending machine. And I used to try and hold my farts in while she was around. But
now you've been married for so long. You just you tell her to bend over. You let it go.
So she's heading to the vending machine, which I know is down the hallway quite a ways. And so I feel like I've got time.
You thought you could get it out and have it cleared by the time she gets back.
The getting it out wasn't the problem. It was the getting it cleared. So she walks back into the room. And I'm like, honey, I think we're going to have to delay this. And she's like, yes, I think you're right. It was in all fairness, one of the worst smelling ones I've ever let go.
Now, what if she would have walked back in and said, actually, I'm more turned on now? Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. You know what, though? I respect you for putting all that in an email and being open enough to share.
Yeah, there you go.
All right? Because I look at King sometimes when I'm doing these shows with him, and he's got the deer in the headlights look. And that just encourages me to go further.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. Thank you, Scotty. What was I going to tease for you? Huh? Oh, we almost had an NHL mascot eaten by a bear. That's coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You should watch out for an accident that's on eastbound 33's off-ramp to 270 on the North Outer Belt, causing traffic to back up there. And we've got stop-and-go traffic that's causing a 15-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and Hudson Street. This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Brought to you by Metal Supermarkets. Metal Supermarkets is your convenience store for metal. Visit Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com for all your metal needs.
It's Leslie from Pella Columbus.
I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, I got the nicest Google review today. Dewey from Gahanna said, "We cannot believe we are able to get the Pella look and quality at the cost we did."
I got a review too. Listen to this. These windows were great. Oh boy, for about a year. Looks like I'll need to renew, in quotes for some reason, my windows way too soon. Repeat customer?
Get the window that homeowners rated the leading window brand in Columbus at PellaColumbus.com.
Hey friends, it's Austin Ward, and I'm coming up on 2 full years since starting Awaken 180. Dropped 50 pounds, and I still check the scale like it owes me money. Guess what? Hasn't budged. Still under 200 pounds, still feeling great. Keeping weight off this long isn't luck or magic, it's just having the right playbook. Awaken 180 taught me exactly what works, what doesn't, and how to stay lean without the struggle. Want real, lasting results? Don't just drop the weight, retire it for good. Trust me, Awaken 180 is your winning game plan. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Here's 3 reasons to buy your Blue Jackets ticket plans for the 25-26 season. 1, pick your seat and pick your games. 2, plans start at just 11 games. 3, flexible payment plans. Act now. Visit bluejackets.com/tickets.
Skyline is introducing a new chicken chili. Come get that world-famous Skyline flavor you love with the new protein option. Try the new Skyline chicken chili on Waze, Coney's, and all your Skyline favorites. At Columbus Skyline locations only while supplies last.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
One watches QVC religiously. The other studies Paige Spirinak's golf swing. This is Man and Timmy.
Timmy's out today. Scotty Vegas is here. Hey, please subscribe to the podcast of This Stupid Show. It's available wherever you get your podcast. Just search Common Man and Timmy. Click. Subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. Podcast brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer is coming up 1 hour from now. The debut of AI Rimmer as well. Now, real Rimmer will be on the phone. AI Rimmer will be here to answer the same questions that we're going to give to real Rimmer. And then he will get confused and hang up the phone. Scotty Vegas is here. I heard T-Bone doing a commercial for something called Sanders Bumpy Cake. Do we know what the hell that is?
No clue.
Because he made it sound like it's finally here. You've been waiting for it. Sanders Bumpy Cake. Now, I'm not opposed to it. I'm in favor of any type of cake, smooth, bumpy, whatever. But he was describing mounds of frosting or something. How's it look, Scotty?
I just pulled it up. It looks solid. You got the carrot bumpy cake.
Ooh, carrot cake. Underrated.
Chocolate fudge bumpy cake. All kinds of good stuff here.
All right. We almost had a bear eat a mascot. Seattle Kraken forward John Hayden and the team's blue-haired troll mascot, whose name is Bowie, had a close call with a brown bear during a promotional video shoot in Alaska. Hayden and the mascot Bowie were fly fishing on an outing in a national park as part of a trip promoting youth hockey when the bear approached. Well, because that bear wanted salmon, right? and he sees two people standing there in the way of his salmon. One of them looks like a weirdo because he's a mascot named Bowie. The bear charged toward the mascot, splashing water, but turned away before making contact as Hayden, Bowie, and the film crew waded back to shore through gentle current. Bowie then had to change out of his outfit because he crapped his mascot pants. I added that in.
Now, can you use, because I remember Northwestern had a basketball player named Boo Bowie, and I swear you had a great noise for Boo Bowie. Or
I did? Again, I remember nothing.
Bowie! Boo Bowie.
Well, there was Sam Bowie.
Yeah.
Drafted ahead of Michael Jordan.
This was a Northwestern guard from a couple of years ago.
I remember none of this. Here's my sound effect for Bowie. Ready? There you go. That's what I've evolved to. That's my baseline.
Now, I hadn't seen this video, and then Teddy said that we were going to be talking about this during the show, so I pulled it up, and I was in near tears watching this bear because they got great video of the bear kind of like stalking, and it reminded me, gosh, videos that make me laugh so hard are the ones where it's like an athlete falling down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I've never laughed harder than when Usain Bolt, somebody was trying to take a picture of Usain Bolt right after he had won a race, and he was on a Segway, and the Segway completely took out Usain Bolt's legs. Do you remember this?
I don't.
Okay. It's one of the funniest videos.
I remember nothing.
You really don't.
I know. I thought you were going to tell me. Remember that time that you and I were hunting bear in the Pacific Northwest? No, I don't remember anything.
The Boo Bowie? You don't remember anything?
Nothing.
Jeez. Do you remember Sunday brunch?
I take a lot of pills, Scotty, just to survive, and I think it clouds my memory a little bit.
You must.
Teddy, do you remember this? Boo Bowie?
Yes, I'm familiar with the Boo Bowie.
Yes.
What did we do for him?
Bowie.
Yeah, you just did like a weird voice, kind of like Scotty saying.
So it's nothing that I played.
I didn't think it was. I thought it was just something like you would do, kind of like you do like the "All right, Dickie."
Bowie. Yes.
Like that?
Oh.
Somewhat.
Yeah,
Somewhat like that.
I don't remember anything. I'm looking at the sound thing. We don't have anything for Bowie.
How about Lurch?
No, Lurch is that's Chewy Roar, right? Isn't it this?
No, that was the.
Oh, you're talking about Lurch Roar for Zach Eady.
Yeah.
That. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good show. Roger Goodell says his competition is not the NBA or Major League Baseball. It's Apple and Google. I don't know why this is breaking news to people. It's exactly right. These sports are not competing against each other. Roger Goodell doesn't care what Major League Baseball does, doesn't care what the NBA does. His job is to keep your attention in the face of everything else that's going to take your attention away. Scotty, you know, because you've been in this business for a long time. When I first started working in this business, it was always you were compared against other talk radio stations. Like that was your competition. And I remember when I first started here, we would look at a station like 610 and say, well, they're talk and we're talk, so that's our competition. And that was stupid because we're two different types of brands. I mean, they're talking to 70-year-olds that are getting ready to die in about 2 seconds, and they have political programming, and we were going for a younger audience. If anything, if we're going to compare it from a radio perspective, our competition was a station like COL or, you know, Q or the Blitz or something like that, right? We're competing with that demographic. Now that's completely changed. You know, people ask me, well, do radio stations fight with each other for ratings? We all want to have great ratings, don't get me wrong. But my direct competition is your phone, okay? And it's anything that takes the attention away from me, whether it's another podcast, whether it's a YouTube video, whether it's playing, you know, Candy Crush, whatever is taking your time away. I am competing for that time. I'm not competing with another radio station, just like Roger Goodell is not competing with the NBA. He's competing with everything else in life.
Exactly. And look at this, too, as far as numbers go and why the NFL and NBA aren't competing. So I pulled up the ratings, TV ratings for the Hall of Fame game. All right. A completely meaningless first NFL game, and it was 6.9 million. Okay. And you're talking about an average NBA playoff game was 4.74 million. All right. A completely meaningless first exhibition football game beats an average NBA playoff game by almost, actually, it is more than 2 million viewers. So it's not even a comparison between the two. So
And he's not. And by the way, Roger Goodell's not looking at that number and pumping his fist saying we beat the NBA. Right. He's looking at that number based on the number that they did last year.
Yes.
When I look at my numbers here at the radio station, the first thing I want to see is, all right, what's the year to year? What did I do last year and what did I do this year? This same exact time. That's how I'm grading myself. Not what's around me, what radio station is finishing second to me. That's meaningless. That's what I think people don't understand about. Like Don Garber was talking about this, MLS commissioner, yesterday. And he said, well, we're just too stupid to understand how great this Apple TV deal is. No, you're stupid. All right. Because he points to entities like the NFL and says, well, they have a Thursday night deal with Amazon. What's the difference? The difference is they're the NFL. They've established their product. All right. Years and years and years of building a traditional audience. And eventually that traditional audience was forced to find them on a streaming service that most people had, which is Amazon. Major League Soccer is still trying to build their footprint and continue to gain audience share, and they decided to go to a streaming service that really no one has. If you go look and see the percentage of people that subscribe to Apple TV compared to what they do with Amazon or Netflix, it's like 1% of that.
I told you earlier in the show, I completely forgot I even have Apple TV. Like honestly, it had been 5 months, and then I look at the bill and I'm like, oh, I'm still paying for that. You know, but you're right. Perfect example. Yeah, and as far as competing for the entertainment goes, NFL is always going to win over any of these other sports. So it's not even a competition. But I think what'll be interesting is college football, because all these conferences seem to be competing against each other, right? And so once in 5-6 years, when all these TV contracts, the Big Ten contract, the SEC contract, the Big 12 contract are up, it's like, why wouldn't you combine for one all-in college sports?
Well, you know what? I'm
TV
glad you
deal?
brought that up, because I want to talk about that. The NCAA had a little thing where they're officially recognizing that certain conferences have more power than other conferences. And I want to talk about the possibility of the conferences gaining up for one big television deal coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got an accident that's blocking the left lane and causing a 5-minute delay on northbound 315 between Bethel Road and 161. You're also going to hit a 5-minute delay on eastbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between Sawmill Road and 71. This report is sponsored by Meineke. Meineke, your one-stop shop for total car care. With over 50 years of expertise and financing options that let you fix now and pay over time. You can trust your keys with Meineke. Engines, brakes, tires, oil. Meineke, doing car care right. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Rates as low as 5.54% APR and a $400 cash bonus when you refinance your auto loan with BMI Federal Credit Union. Visit bmifcu.org/refinance.
You ever feel like your money is just lying around? Switch to Huntington Bank, and your money is always doing something.
Like what?
Like automatically pushing more to savings so you can take that trip.
I like trips.
Who doesn't? It even tracks your progress. You're almost there.
Wow, I better pack.
And it charts your spending so you know which vacation hat you can afford.
How does it know I like hats?
Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
Hey guys, Anthony here. You don't have to live with just getting by. Low T Center has been improving the quality of hundreds of thousands of lives with personalized care. And now they have some great news to share. They're introducing women's services to all Low T Centers. If your partner is experiencing fatigue, moodiness, or just feeling off, she might benefit from hormone therapy at Low T Center. Help her get back to her best self. And if you still haven't taken the T test, what are you waiting for? Get started today. Visit fixmylowt.com to schedule your appointment.
The roof of your home protects what matters most in your life. Your family, your memories, your peace of mind. So when it comes time to replace the roof over your head, you need a name you can trust. Newman Roofing. Don't just take our word for it. Here's our friend Cindy on why she chose Newman Roofing over all the rest.
We had interviewed and talked with several other roofing companies around the city. The salesperson that came to speak with us was extremely knowledgeable, answered questions, took his time with us. We were happy to make Newman our choice.
And you'll have peace of mind knowing that on the day of the installation, we'll give you and your home the respect it deserves.
The guys arrived right on time. The crew leader came and talked with us, let us know what they were going to be doing. He was here all day with the crew. That itself was very impressive.
If you're thinking about your roofing or siding, give Newman Roofing a call today.
We were very happy with our experience, and we would highly recommend Newman to anybody we talk to.
Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone, and I've got a public service announcement for your taste buds. The legendary Sanders Bumpy Cake is finally here in Ohio. Yes, that Sanders Chocolate Fudge Bumpy Cake. Rich devil's food cake topped with smooth buttercream bumps and smothered in thick chocolatey fudge. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. It's the dessert you didn't know you needed until now. Perfect for your next barbecue, tailgate, or a family function. And if you've never had one of these, well, trust me, once you try it, you're going to be hooked. Grab your Sanders Bumpy Cake today at Kroger or Meijer and taste what the hype's all about.
Reds fans, Snoop Dogg is coming to Great American Ballpark on August 11th. Catch your Reds as they face off against the Phillies and hang out after the game for a live set from Snoop Dogg. Presented by Ohio Lottery and Network for Hope. Want to party in the pit with Snoop? Upgrade your access to a pit field pass. You don't want to miss this. For tickets and more information, visit reds.com/Snoop.
Rockman and Ice.
When you have a star player, you commit to him and you worry about everything down the road. You do everything you can to capitalize on this window of time that you have.
Rockman and Ice. Weekdays at noon.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus.
The Fan.
1-800-GOT-JUNK does two things differently.
We repurpose a lot of the junk we haul away.
So the donatables get donated to a family that needs them, and the recyclables get recycled.
Your neighbors are happy, and the planet is healthy.
What's number two?
We have enough trucks that we can come the day you call us.
1-800-GOT-JUNK is the world's largest junk removal service.
And that's good for your neighbors, and for the planet.
And for you, because we can come the day you call us.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The show you can feel deep down in your plums.
No, that is a bad place to touch. No, 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 no.
This is Common Man and Timmy.
I want to talk to you about my friends at Universal Windows Direct. You know, the team at Universal Windows Direct makes the whole process easy. From the free estimate to the professional installation you get, and the comfort, the savings, and a fresh new look for your home. Plus, how about buy 2 windows, get 2 free? And there's no limit on that. If you've got 8 windows that need replacing, you only pay for 4. If you need 20, then that's 10. It's half. I'm stupid and I can do that math. Call them today, 614-502-5220, or visit universalwindowsdirect.com. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows. Timmy is vacationing. Scotty Vegas is here. We were talking about the opportunity for conferences to sort of get together and form an alliance when it comes to television money. And we've talked about the Big Ten and the SEC, and they have different opinions on things and controlling the playoff system. But you're talking about essentially one big Pangea-type continent where they control everything. I brought it up earlier that Bob Iger today, who's the head of Disney, said that Hulu will start to phase out. Hulu will go under the Disney Plus umbrella, and Hulu won't be a separate thing. Now, don't think for a second that doesn't mean they're not going to charge you a higher price, because I'm sure they are, if they're going to continue to make programming like Hulu does. But if the Big Ten and the SEC, the problem is these media deals never up at the same time. But if they ever got on the same calendar and they ended their media deals at the same time and they joined forces, well, there's really nothing stopping them at all. Not just from controlling the way the playoffs go, 16 teams, 90 teams, whatever. When it comes to television money, you have to do business almost on their terms, because you can't afford to lose the backbone of college football.
Yeah, I saw a stat that they were kind of almost leaving. They were almost leaving so much money on the table that they have to figure out a way to do this going forward, because all of the major conferences are pretty much up between 2030 and 2033, somewhere in that area. And so there's so much money that they are leaving on the table for fighting against each other in these TV contracts that it just makes sense. Now, in my dream world, and I'm curious how you feel about this. So if we're talking about the 4 major conferences, I wish in college football that you would only play teams in those 4 major conferences. And I know I'm an Ohio Bobcat, so there's a lot of people that are excited about OU versus OSU, and I get that there is excitement about some non-conference matchups. I wish that in college basketball and college football, the power conferences would only play the power conferences.
I agree with you. I've said that a million times. The fact that we're still playing these games, the fact that the Buckeyes schedule games like Youngstown State, the fact that Alabama schedules games with the Citadel is ridiculous. I think from a consumer standpoint, because they're charging us for these games, right? And from a safety standpoint, it's not on par. Those athletes are not on par with what we have here. And it's almost unfair to expect them to put their bodies on the line. I know they don't think this way, right? Because they're football players, they're up for the challenge. But we also need independent bodies to have some common sense and say, no. These 2 leagues should not cross each other. And that means, I think, a different level of Division I college football. And that's okay. Because I think the MAC schools and what do we even have anymore? We have new Pac-12, we have Sun Belt, we have stuff like that. They go under a different umbrella. They have a playoff system of their own.
Yes.
Where they're not involved with what the 4 major conferences, and it's 4 now, but how many will it be down the road? Who knows? Could be 1 or 2 as we just condense into everything. But I think that's going to have to be a completely different entity. Excuse me.
Yeah, and I would watch it. Like I would watch MAC and the new Pac-12, and I would watch a 16-team tournament of that in December.
Because they're playing for something.
Right. Yes. Instead, we're going to probably get like a 12-seed Toledo into the type of team into the playoff this year, and it's not even going to be close, and their season's going to end like that, and then you're going to have so many irrelevant games of these other teams playing in these worthless bowl games. Instead, put together a 16-team playoff of Power 4 conference teams and a 16-team playoff of below the 4 conferences, and I think it would be entertaining. I think it'd be so much better.
I would even take it to the next step. I think we're going to get to a day where this conference is so damn big, whatever it ends up looking. We have 18 teams in this conference right now, and it spans coast to coast. You can have an entire season of just playing Big Ten teams.
Yes.
You know, as excited as we are for this 1-2 Texas matchup, we don't have to do that, right? You can have your Big Ten champions go. It can be an American League, National League type of thing when they used to stay separate, and then they would only meet during the World Series. You can have an entire postseason where maybe the Big Ten partners with the ACC and the Big 12 partners with the SEC, and then whoever's the champion of that comes and plays in one big, giant national championship game.
Yeah. And I get it, because there's a lot of people that are like, okay, well, OSU playing OU this year is helping fund the Ohio Bobcats athletic department, right? Because you're paying them so much money to come up here and play. And I get that. And I know there's excitement within the state, but there's too many games, like you mentioned, like Alabama playing Citadel or OSU playing Grambling. Too many of those are happening.
Can I just be the selfish person for a second? Is that our problem?
No.
That's the thing. Is that our duty to fund the athletic department for other schools that come in here to take their whooping? No, I don't care. It's like these basketball programs. You have some of these schools, they just travel around. I forget which program it was. It was a HBC school, and they played like 17 straight road games to start the season.
Yep.
Because they would just get paid from school to school. They'd go around, and these students didn't go to class, right? They essentially lived on the bus because they were playing road games to fund the rest of the school. Is that right?
And how about this? Week 2, Ohio State Grambling, the spread on that game is going to be 70 points, right? I mean, what fun is that at all?
It's going to be a lot of fun because we have a victory bell ringer before the game.
Yes.
We're going to have Brutus is going to have his own entrance. We're going to play thumpity thump music whenever we want. Hang on, Sloopy. We'll decide.
The towel.
When that wave the towels, right? Because that's going to make the difference. When you're sitting in C deck and it's 90 degrees and your team's up by 50 against Grambling State, you wave that towel, and all of a sudden the atmosphere's there.
Well, earlier you and I were talking off air about giving up our basketball tickets. And a big reason why I ended up giving up my tickets was 8 of the games were boring non-conference directional school games, right?
Like St. Peter's or
Bryant,
something. Yeah.
St. Peter's, IUPUI, and like 8 of those are 30 to 40-point wins. And what entertainment is that?
And chances are, if they do play a competitive non-conference game, it's at a neutral site in one of these tournaments.
Yeah.
Like Madison Square Garden or Vegas or Maui or whatever it is. You're right. I mean, we can talk about atmosphere. That's a real thing. I don't know if all of a sudden you put a towel in somebody's hand and that changes everything. Sports apparel is big business. Probably, though, not the way you think. Details coming up next. Colin, Man, and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're looking at a 10-minute slowdown on eastbound 33 between Refugee Road and Bixby Road. And we've got an accident on Refugee Road at Hamilton Road, causing traffic to slow down there. This report is sponsored by RRFoundationSpecialist.com. Trust R&R Foundation Specialist for expert waterproofing and foundation solutions. Family-owned, honest, and thorough. No hidden fees, just proven results. Stop leaks and moisture before they spread. Visit RRFoundationSpecialist.com to schedule your free assessment today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
When was the last time you pulled up to your house and you took a look at your roof and you said, my God, when was the last time that we had that thing replaced? Or you maybe just pulled up in the driveway and said, man, that roof looks like crap. Well, it might be time to give my friends at Victor's Home Solutions a call. 866-VICTORS is the best way to get started, or go to victors.com. And I'll tell you, something that my guys at Victor's Home Solutions do when they're checking out that roof and that project that you've got ahead of you that a lot of companies don't, they will look at the attic ventilation. A lot of companies skip over this, but it's really, really important. You got to have air circulation up in that attic, or else you're going to get mold, or you're going to get rot and leaks in the wintertime. You can't have that. That kind of stuff is for losers. So get their 21-point roof inspection. It is free. It includes a very thorough inspection of your attic and the attic ventilation. And because they're so thorough, they can offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. So call them, 866-VICTORS, or book an appointment online at victors.com.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? It's all here, only with Spectrum TV Select. Popular apps are included: Disney Plus, Max, Peacock Premium, Paramount Plus, AMC Plus, and more. And live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. Enjoy across your devices no matter when or where you are. Get Spectrum TV Select and start streaming your favorites today. It's all here. Visit spectrum.com/entertainment. Restrictions apply.
Bring home more of what you love with every trip to Meijer. Enjoy locally grown yellow peaches for just $1.49 a pound. Buy one, get one 50% off fresh from Meijer boneless, skinless chicken breasts, drumsticks, thighs, tenderloins, or wings. Buy two, get one free on select varieties of Coca-Cola or Pepsi 12-pack cans, plus deposit where applicable. And California red seedless grapes are only $1.99 a pound. We're always working hard to make the good life a good deal better at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
This is This Date in Reds Baseball with team historian Greg Rhodes.
In the summer of 1927, the media spotlight focused on Charles Lindbergh, the American pilot who became the first to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. The historic flight came in May, and on his return to the U.S., Lindbergh was a huge celebrity. And in August, on this August 6, 1927, Lindbergh flew to Cincinnati to be honored. And where did they hold the public rally? At the home of the Reds, at Crosley Field, although then it was still called Redland Field. Was there a game that day? Well, nobody would have paid attention, so they canceled it and played it the next day as part of a doubleheader. A day at the ballpark for hero Charles Lindbergh. This August 6, 1927, this date in Reds baseball.
This Date in Reds Baseball is brought to you by the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame and Museum, presented by Dinsmore. Celebrating greatness, preserving history, providing inspiration.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. My good friends over at Sleep Better Columbus want you to know that if you're 65 or older, enjoying those golden years, but maybe you're dealing with restless nights, you need to listen up. Are you tossing and turning, struggling with sleep apnea, and that leaves you wiped out during the day? Well, it's time to reclaim your rest with Dr. Mark Levy at Sleep Better Columbus. As a leading provider in non-surgical sleep apnea treatments, Dr. Levy helps you breathe easier and sleep deeper with custom oral appliances, a comfortable alternative to CPAP. The best part is that Sleep Better Columbus is in network with most medical insurance plans and is a proud Medicare provider, so your coverage can work seamlessly with Sleep Better Columbus. And as we head toward the end of the year, don't let those benefits go unused. You don't want to wait to use your deductible. Act now to make the most of it with Sleep Better Columbus. Call Sleep Better Columbus today at 800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com. Once again, that number, 800-MORE-SLEEP or sleepbettercolumbus.com for your consultation. Sleep better, live better, you've earned it.
Attention Columbus foodies. Are you a smoker of mouth-watering chicken wings? Then bring the heat to the Grove City Smokin' Hot Wing and Music Fest, presented by American Nitro. First place wins $1,000, but more importantly, bragging rights. It's all going down Saturday, October 4th with wings, beer, music, and more. Sign up your team today at americannitro.com/wingfest. Don't wait. Spots are filling up smoking fast. Wingfest supports local causes like Southwest Career Academy, Ghosts of War, and Gigi's. Let's wing it for a great cause. Sign your team up today.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone, and I've got a public service announcement for your taste buds. The legendary Sanders Bumpy Cake is finally here in Ohio. Yes, that Sanders Chocolate Fudge Bumpy Cake. Rich devil's food cake topped with smooth buttercream bumps and smothered in thick chocolatey fudge. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. It's the dessert you didn't know you needed until now. Perfect for your next barbecue, tailgate, or a family function. And if you've never had one of these, well, trust me, once you try it, you're going to be hooked. Grab your Sanders Bumpy Cake today at Kroger or Meijer and taste what the hype's all about.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. This is Paul Keels. Cleveland Guardians got their third win in a row, beating the Mets in New York 4-1. Gavin Williams took a no-hitter into the bottom of the ninth, but lost it on a Juan Soto homer, the only base hit for the Mets on the day. Meanwhile, the Cincinnati Reds' two-game winning streak came to an end. They lost in Chicago to the Cubs today, 6-1. Columbus Clippers continue their home series with Gwinnett tonight. Ohio State receivers Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate placed on the Biletnikoff Award watch list today. And the Cleveland Browns have said rookie Shedeur Sanders will get the start at quarterback in their preseason opener tomorrow against Carolina. Also, Tyler Huntley recently signed to be the only other quarterback slated to play. This update brought to you by Roosters, who's giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register today at roosterswings.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Panama Ted is being forced to produce this show against his will. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
This dumb show brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company. Timmy is vacationing. Scotty Vegas is with me today. Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer coming up at 5:30. The debut of AI Rimmer. as well. No, live Rimmer will be on the phone, and AI Rimmer will be here to greet real Rimmer who may have a real stroke because he doesn't know what the hell's going on.
I can't wait. I cannot wait for 5:30.
I predict disaster. And disaster sometimes means good radio. So 5:30 today. Yes. What was I going to say to you? I had something to say.
Was it about the ping pong upset that just happened?
You beat the hell out of me in game 3 of ping pong.
That was a shocker.
Well, first of all, the second game that we had was a little dicey because I had a shot that had you running around. And I thought you were going to go head first into the air hockey table. Teddy, you were about 2 inches away from being the emergency co-host because he was going to break his neck.
Oh, no.
It was close. I was going all out. But you run me all over the court, right? Do we call it a court or a table? Maybe we call it a table. But you had me going left, then right, then left. And I was diving. And that that air hockey table, I felt it coming just right at my eyeball. Like it was within inches.
We got to get rid of that thing.
It's got to go.
It's a menace. It's a piece of trash. And you know what? It was a piece of trash the day we got it.
Yes, it was.
It was someone's garbage that they just unloaded on us here.
Yep. I remember the guy who wanted it here so much.
I remember that too. And he never played it either.
He was all excited. I've got something for the whole office. I got a gift for everybody. This piece of garbage. Yes, it's awful. Have you ever seen anyone play it?
When it first got put in, I saw someone try to play it. And then they realized like the air never came out of the air hockey table, so it served no purpose.
No.
It's a particle board piece of trash. Jen Powell, P-A-W-O-L. How do you think we say that name? Powell?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is set to become the first woman to umpire a game in Major League Baseball when she works games this weekend between the Marlins and Braves. That's a nice story. I got no problem with gender you are. Just call strikes the right way. You have a 7-year-old kid back there calling strikes for all I care.
Are you shocked that it's taken this long?
Yes.
Because, I mean, every other league...
We've had NBA referees and NFL officials for years.
Yes.
Is there a female in hockey?
I don't know that. But I feel like in like the NBA, we've had it for
it's been at least a decade.
Years. Yeah.
NBA's got several, right? So,
yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure about hockey. I don't recall any, but there might be.
You know, it's hard to break into Major League Baseball umpiring. It's a boys group.
Yeah, it is.
Fraternity.
You're there forever.
Well, that's the thing is that you have turnover in these other sports where you have officials that you have open positions. I've made this joke, but it's true. Being a Major League Baseball umpire is like being appointed to the Supreme Court. The only way you get out of there is if you resign or you die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's sad. It shouldn't be that way. But congratulations to Jen, however we say your name, Powell. Now, what did I tease? Sports apparel is a big business. And some dude just got in trouble for stealing said business. A former Miami Heat security officer accused of selling stolen jerseys and other memorabilia worth millions of dollars made his initial appearance in federal court Tuesday. Yes, this is a federal crime because we're talking about, interstate commerce and millions of dollars worth of stuff. Over a 3-year period, this dude, his name is Marcos Thomas Perez, 62 years old, stole more than 100 items for approximately $2 million and shipped them across state lines, often at bargain prices. For example, Perez sold a Miami Heat jersey worn by LeBron during the NBA Finals for approximately $100,000. The same jersey later sold at Sotheby's auction for $3.7 million. So he's giving you the bargain price. $100,000. It's hot. Get it out the door. Perez, a 25-year retired veteran of the Miami PD, good, worked for the Heat from 2016 to 2021 and as an NBA security employee from 2022 to 2025. Let me ask you a question. Are you a memorabilia guy?
No, not really.
Nothing. That surprises me. With all your gambling winnings, you didn't splurge?
Well, okay, here's what I did. When Ohio State won the national championship, and I won a huge amount of money on that bet. That was one of my biggest bets of all time, was OSU to win last year's national championship.
So your favorite team wins.
Yeah.
And you win money.
Correct.
Great.
Yes. And so what I did was I do love mini helmets. For some reason, I'm a big mini helmet guy. So I got the mini helmets of every team in the college football playoff last year. And I did a 12-team bracket with the helmets, moving them along in my basement. It kind of takes up the entire basement wall. And so that's the display I did.
You know what's better than mini helmets?
What's that?
Full-size helmets.
Full-size helmets, yes.
Are you aware of the website speedycheetah.com?
I am not.
Oh, man. They've taken all my money. It's the official, like, players grade helmets. I mean, if they make it for the players, you can buy it on this site, including alternate helmets. Oh, yeah.
Speedy Cheetah?
SpeedyCheetah.com. Promo code Go F Yourself. Now, they don't pay me any money.
Now, I have done the jerseys from overseas that were $25 that you can get whatever kind of, and it looks like an authentic jersey that gets sent over to you.
Did it still have blood on it from the Chinese labor that was the children that were putting those jerseys together?
But I'm not a memorabilia guy, but I do remember one of my favorite all-time stories, because I thought this was just absolutely brilliant, was Karl Malone's wife. After the Dream Team in '92 in the Olympics, after the gold medal game was done, the players just threw their jerseys on the ground in the locker room to be cleaned, right? Well, she scooped up all of these Team USA jerseys. We're talking Jordan's jersey and Stockton and Barkley and the entire team. She scooped up all these jerseys, pretended it like it was in a laundry bag, and took all of those game-worn.
Oh, wow. Karl Malone's wife.
Yes, yes. And
pretty smart there
for
a 16-year-old.
But she held on to those and ended up selling them years and years and years later for millions. And I always thought, gosh, that was brilliant, because it's not stealing, right? They're just throwing their jerseys on the ground, and I thought that was cool.
Sneaking out with them is probably not the best thing to do.
In the laundry. She pretended like she was going to do the laundry. What about you? Are you a memorabilia guy?
I used to have more, and then I went through a phase several years ago where I wanted to purge it all and sell it all. And for the most part, I don't regret selling anything, with the exception of I had, and I don't even really like the guy from a personal standpoint. I think he's annoying. But I had a genuine ring-used Ric Flair robe. Oh yeah.
You sold this?
I sold it, yeah. I almost wish that I didn't sell it. I also had what I believe to be, now it's difficult to actually get confirmation on this, but I believe to be an actual used on television WWF championship belt.
Oh my gosh.
I had one of those too. And Teddy, if you're asking if I at one point took my shirt off and put the belt on and paraded around in front of the mirror, the answer is yes.
Can I ask you what you got for those? The ballpark.
I think for the robe it was like $3,500, which today would probably be $15,000.
Yeah,
if you were to sell the same robe, and the belt was $5,000.
Man,
I don't regret the belt.
Yeah,
but the robe, trust me, for all the dumb props that I put on here, the robe would make an appearance.
So the one weird thing that I have is Bob Knight came to do an autograph session for some reason, like he was near the end, right? And he was at an autograph show here in Columbus, and we were partners as the fan partners of the event. And so I took a chair, an old red chair, kind of like the one that looks like he threw across the court, and I had him sign it. And I will tell you, I was like nervous to have him sign it. Like he was going to yell at me.
Was it like Pete Rose where he signs the ball, "I'm sorry I bet on baseball"? Did he sign, "I'm sorry I threw the chair"?
No, he didn't. But you know what? His autograph was huge and on this chair, and he had a chuckle about it. I was nervous, like he was going to be kind of an asshole to me, and he was like perfectly great, and it was all good.
See, now what would have been even a better story is if he took the chair and beat you with it.
Yes.
Now, in the moment, right, that would have, that hurts. But then you laugh. Remember that time Bobby Knight beating you up with the chair?
Right, that would have been better.
The very chair that I brought for him to autograph. All right, coming up next, Rory is pissing off the golf people. I'll tell you why. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got about a 5-minute delay if you're on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 161 and Cleveland Avenue. And if you're traveling on northbound 71 on the north side between I-70 and North Broadway, there's about a 15-minute slowdown there. This report is sponsored by Murphy Tractor. Your job is demanding, so choose a partner who delivers more. At Murphy Tractor and Equipment, they provide John Deere equipment that sets the standard for reliability and performance. Visit murphytractor.com and take your job site to the next level. I'm Nicole on 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Victor's Home Solutions. Schedule your free 21-point roof and window inspection today at victors.com.
Men, summertime is here, and that means vacations, summer barbecues, outdoor parties, camping, beaches, and so much more. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're like many men, you may not be feeling like yourself this summer. Perhaps your energy is low and you aren't sleeping well. Maybe your workouts aren't as good as they used to be. And if what I'm describing is you, it's very likely you're suffering with low testosterone. But low T doesn't have to affect you anymore. Just call Tri-State Men's Health, get treated, and see how it changes your life. If you're like most men, you'll feel so much better. Deeper sleep, improved vitality and clarity, greater strength and energy, and an enhanced sex drive as well. So call us. Just $99 gets you a PSA and T test and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654. That's 800-900-9654. Or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices across the tri-state area to serve you.
At United Dairy Farmers, peach is our most popular ice cream. Although it's only here for a short time, we sell more of it than any other flavor. And once you taste it, you'll know why it wins the popularity contest. We make it from scratch by mixing in the juice from our hand-selected peaches and big chunks of fruit. That's what gives it that unique peachier flavor. And that might also explain why peach season at UDF doesn't last long. UDF Peach Ice Cream, made for you.
I have a buddy who's going to be popping the question soon. He's planning everything out. He asked me, can you help me out with the ring? I said, of course I can. I've got a guy, Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. Now you talk, Bob.
Hi, I'm Bob Capace. I'm your guy.
Go in, see my friends at Worthington Jewelers. Tell them I sent you, and you'll get the true VIP experience.
I'll treat them better than I treat you.
That's not hard. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington, worthingtonjewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged. And tell them Common Man sent you.
It's child's play to donate your car, truck, RV, or boat to Ronald McDonald House Charities of Central Ohio. They'll pick it up free of charge, steer you through the paperwork, and a hefty tax deduction rolls your way as you help provide a home away from home for families of seriously ill, hospitalized children. For more information about donating your vehicle to Ronald McDonald House Charities, visit rmhc-centralohio.org or call 614-CARS-HELP. That's 614-CARS-HELP.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. Because we know in making the most of your home, DIY doesn't just stand for do it yourself. It also means dream it yourself. And we're here to help protect the dreams you're building. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Did you know that the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy? And did you know that man shaves his pits? True story.
Listen weekdays at 3.
The Fan.
More than 6 million Americans are living with Alzheimer's disease, and 2/3 are women. Hi, I'm Cherie Sample Hughes, Chair for Women in Government. Alzheimer's disease progresses slowly over 10 to 20 years in stages. Recognizing symptoms early could help make a difference. A timely diagnosis may allow for more options, including access to emerging care. Speak with your doctor to see if testing is the right next step for you and your family. Find more information at womeningovernment.org.
You can stream the game on your phone while you're gardening. You can stream it while you walk the dog. You can stream it at a trampoline park. You can even stream it at a monster truck rally. But the second you get behind the wheel, the game's over. Remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
Eggland's Best. the only eggs with more fresh and delicious taste, plus superior nutrition. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Blue skies, light winds, and a bit warmer on this Wednesday. Temperatures in the mid-80s. Overnight down to the mid-60s. Partly cloudy skies and a fair start to your Thursday. More sunshine, a bit warmer, and a bit more humid with highs in the mid to upper 80s Thursday afternoon. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
This show cuts harder than a Cape Cod chip inside Timmy's mouth. This is Common Man and Timmy.
Scotty Vegas is here, filling in for Timmy. Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer. You don't want to miss this one. It's coming up at 5:30 because it's the debut of AI Rimmer. Now, real Rimmer will be here, but AI Rimmer will also answer the same questions as real Rimmer, and then you can determine who you like better. I know what my vote is. Scotty, you're a golf guy, obviously. You're dressed like you're going to play golf. Rory McIlroy is skipping this week's St. Jude Championship because he hates sick children. As such, the first leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs will run with 69 of the top 70 players in the world, with, of course, Rory being the missing piece. Now, the way the rules are set up right now is that, Rory and Scotty and a couple other guys are so far ahead on points that it doesn't really matter if he misses this thing or not. But those within golf are sort of pissed off, like, hey, man, this is the start of essentially our playoffs, and you're talking about load management, and that's why you're not going to be here. What do you think, Trumpy?
The biggest load that we've seen.
Now, what do you think, Scotty?
So the playoff system in golf is so messed up anyway. Like, it's so hard to figure out the point system and how it works that it's a mess anyway. But it's funny because Rory has gone from being like one of the most liked guys when it was the split.
He's really taken a good heel turn here.
Big time.
Yeah.
When it was the Liv PGA split, right? It was like Rory came out against Liv, and then, so many people appreciated that he was so anti-Liv and stood up for PGA, and then he kind of was wishy-washy on it. And then what's funny is Rory over the last year has completely turned around. So obviously at the Memorial Tournament, a lot of people disappointed he didn't call Jack to tell him that he wasn't playing here.
I was very disappointed. That's Northern Irish piece of crap. Better call me on the phone.
And I'll tell you, so last summer, I was in Ireland during the U.S. Open.
Okay.
And I figured that in Ireland, everybody was going to love and root hard for Rory. So many people over there were so happy when he choked away the U.S. Open. It shocked me.
Ireland and Northern Ireland are two different
Correct.
beasts. Yeah.
Correct. But it shocked me how much they disliked Rory and were rooting against him and were happy that he choked it away. And now he just keeps doing things that kind of angers people. This, to me, is a no big deal because, like, this is a PGA event that's, like, he's already going to be advancing anyway.
Right.
So he's not playing in this. Who cares? This is, like, once the majors are over in golf, it's, like, kind of like people stop paying attention for the most part. So, to me, it's not that big of a deal. I have a bigger problem with him and how he handled not playing in the Memorial Tournament than this.
I think, though, you're right, and maybe there's a way we can revamp this where it actually does matter.
Yeah.
Right, where we actually can figure out how to do this a little bit better. But I was watching American Ninja Warrior with my daughter on Monday because she loves it. And she's the least coordinated kid in the world. I mean, I'm scared she's going to fall down the steps every day. I hear she falls off the bed when she's reading. She runs into doors. She's like, can I do American Ninja Warrior? No, not because I'm mean, because you're going to die. And I'm not comfortable with that, all right? But she loves to watch it. And they're doing finals now where they're racing each other, right? There's two on the same course. They're racing each other. And it's almost like professional sports where if you're going to advance from the heat anyway, you don't need to win this particular race except for bragging rights. And so I was telling Samantha, I said, well, I don't even know why he's even running the race. Save your energy. for the next race. But
yes.
That wouldn't be good sportsmanship.
And it's like, you're right, 8-year-old. That would not be good sportsmanship. And I think that's a little simplistic, but I think people look at Rory and say golf is the ultimate gentleman's game, right? They pride themselves on that, whether that's true or false, whether that's something they want to embrace or not. And Rory not playing and 69 of the other 70 are, could be a bad look.
Yeah, especially, and this would be different if this was a one-time thing with Rory.
Right.
But the fact that this is now a pattern of Rory doing this makes it a little different. If it was Scotty sitting out this week, it'd be like, okay, well, he's already going to be advancing to the next round, whatever, and he hasn't done this in the past, you give him a pass. But with Rory, it's a bigger deal.
No, Scotty's not sitting out. He's going to sit there and have one of his, what does this all mean, press conferences.
Right, and then win.
And then go out and win.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of the volleyball?
I am.
Major League Volleyball. See, we have listeners that love professional volleyball. I don't know anything about it. Major League Volleyball will absorb the Pro Volleyball Federation. I didn't know we had 2 professional volleyball leagues, but we do. Thinning a crowded field for pro indoor women's volleyball in the United States. The merger that was announced yesterday will result in a combined league operating as MLV. Its debut season will start in January of this year, 2026, and feature 8 teams: Atlanta, Columbus, Dallas, Grand Rapids, Indianapolis, Omaha, Orlando, and San Diego. Now, I know that we had the professional volleyball team that played over at Nationwide. The first thing I thought of was, are they going to be involved in this? And the answer is yes. They're saying that this combined league has a value of more than $325 million. So I don't know what that means in the real world, or if we're just putting down numbers on a piece of paper. I don't know what type of crowds that the Columbus team would draw over at Nationwide, but if you are a fan and you took your kids or you went to go see them, don't worry, they're still going to be involved in this new league.
And this is going to be at Nationwide? Or
that has not been announced, but they were there before. I assume they would still be there.
And this is indoor.
Yes.
Okay.
You're more of a fan of the beach volleyball?
Yeah.
For various reasons?
Yeah.
What about a slam ball? You like a slam ball?
Oh, I loved slam ball. Yes.
It's the trampoline basketball.
I know. I remember that one.
See, Samantha's going
Still around?
It is?
No, I'm asking you.
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I always wanted to play. Samantha's going to a gymnastics facility for camp this week. And they have the huge trampolines because they have gymnasts, they have, trampoline artists and all sorts of stuff. She does none of that. She's just running around and they do crafts and ice cream day. She got a popsicle. That's what she likes. But there's a little balcony in second floor. And then directly below it is the trampoline area. And I keep telling her, I say, well, why are we going down these steps? I can just throw you off the balcony onto the trampoline. And every single time she looks at me and says, they won't let you do that. I said, well, there's just a trampoline down there. What's the worst that can happen? You bounce back up to me, I catch you.
Be amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if that actually happened?
Oh, be amazing.
I'd be on the news.
Yes.
Common man throws daughter off second floor balcony. That'd be the greatest thing in the world. See, I'm a dumbass. As a kid, I would want to jump off that balcony and go right on the trampoline and die.
Yeah, that'd be a heck of an entrance. They're looking for different entrances for Brutus this fall.
That's right.
Maybe we throw Brutus off C deck. He trampolines to B deck down to A, and he gets to the field.
I love that idea.
That's an entrance.
I think we do like he jumps from a plane, too. He parachutes in. And it's 50-50 whether the parachute works or not. I'm just saying, you want to really get the crowd into it.
Yeah, that's a gamble. Then we place odds on it, whether the parachute opens.
And then if he makes it down and we cheer for him the correct way, they put a Buckeye leaf on the scoreboard, we all get a Buckeye leaf.
And we wave our towels.
That's right. Brutus is alive. If Brutus is dead, well, quite frankly, we just scrape him off the field and we go out and ring the victory bell anyway and beat whoever's out there. I think that's a wonderful plan. All right, coming up in 2 minutes, name dropping with Jeff Rimmer. We've done this a million times, but this time's going to be different because I have taken every single name dropping segment we've done with Rimmer. I have thrown it into the AI machine that we have here at the radio station. It learns Rimmer's likes and dislikes and speech cadence and everything like that. And I can actually throw it a question, and it will answer me as if it is a living, breathing Jeff Rimmer. Now, the good news is we're also going to have the living, breathing Jeff Rimmer, as well as the computer. Which one's answers will be better, you ask? We'll find out together in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
There's some slower traffic that's causing a 10-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the east side between Livingston Avenue and Bryce Road. We also have a 10-minute delay due to a crash that's on northbound 315 between Bethel Road and 161. It's slow from Lane Avenue. This report is sponsored by Put-in-Bay Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau. A slice of paradise on Lake Erie. For any getaway or retreat, Put-in-Bay awaits with dining, Crystal Cave, Heinemann Winery, and Perry's Memorial. Start planning at visitputinbay.com. Put-in-Bay, an everyday island getaway. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
When was the last time you hopped out of bed without that knee or back screaming at you? Or walked down a flight of stairs without having to take your time? You thought to yourself, I'll just tough it out. But nothing changes. Hi, it's Tyvis Powell. It's time to call and schedule that free consultation with Dr. Wolkoff and his team at QC Kinetics here in Columbus. I'm glad I did. Myself and others have turned around their lives with QC Kinetics regenerative treatments that work with your body to help restore and repair damaged joint tissue. Natural cellular therapies. No scalpels, no pills, just long-term relief with no dreaded recovery. Check it out at qckinetics.com/Columbus. Bring your x-rays and MRIs to QC Kinetics for a free, no-pressure chat and thorough evaluation to see if you're a good candidate. Find out if you're a good candidate. The consultation is free. Just call QC Kinetics at 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
At United Dairy Farmers, peach is our most popular ice cream. And once you taste it, you'll know why. Now's the time to grab a UDF peach shake, malt, cone, or sundae. They're only here for a limited time. UDF peach ice cream, made for you.
Hey folks, it's Austin Ward. When we say we want to lose weight, we mean fat, not muscle. New studies show up to 40% of the weight lost on the new meds is muscle, not fat. Keep your muscle, lose the fat with Awaken 180. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Broadcasting live from Shady Acres Retirement Village. It's Name Dropping with Jeff Rimmer.
Our guy, the Hall of Famer, Jeff Rimmer, legendary voice of your Columbus Blue Jackets, joins us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Hello, Rims.
Good afternoon. What's going on?
Oh, Rims, I got a special treat for you today. First of all, Scotty Vegas is here. Say hello to Scotty.
Hey, Scotty.
Hey,
welcome.
Thank you. First time. I'm loving it, baby.
Well, let me tell you, you're working with a pro out there.
I know.
You're about to change your tune. Okay, so we have an AI machine. AI stands for artificial intelligence. Remember?
I know what it stands for. Come on.
All right. And so what I've done is I've loaded every single interview that we've ever done, everything you've ever done on the radio station into the machine, and it thinks like you,
God.
it speaks like you, and it can answer questions like it thinks you would answer the question. So I'm going to ask you, the real person, a question, and then I'm going to ask the AI machine the same question, and it will respond in a voice very similar to yours. So my first question is very simple to you, Rimmer. What have you been up to? How's everything going?
Well, I spent the last week with my grandson because, as you know from our private conversations, he's headed to Maryland. So we spent a lot of time with him this week, and it was pretty tough saying goodbye on Sunday, and look forward to seeing him here in the not-too-distant future, but pretty tough not to have Crosby around.
I don't know if the AI version will be as sympathetic or as sentimental as you just were right there. I do feel bad for you that Crosby is moving away, but I'll ask AI Rimmer now. AI Rimmer, what have you been up to?
I've been busy writing the treatment for my book. I tell you what, it's going to be a banger. I have a ghostwriter I'm working with, whatever his name is. It's not important. And I was telling him the story about the hot and steamy night I spent with Larry King at the Turkish Baths. I thought we were going to get clean, but boy, did we get dirty. Let's go Jackets.
What do you think, Rims?
Give me a break.
What do you think? That sounds pretty close, right?
I wouldn't say it's close. I think it's a distance from me. There was obviously a similarity voice-wise because of AI. I'm going to have to be very careful in discussing anything with you in the future.
No, that's see, you're admitting the story was true. There you go.
No, I am not. I'm saying I've got to be careful.
All right, I'm going to ask you one.
Next question.
I'm going to ask you one hockey question, then Scotty's going to ask you a hockey question, okay? Here's my question for you. What, and we've talked about this a million times, but what is the latest word with what you're hearing about Elvis and the goaltending situation as we get ready to start camp soon?
Well, I was discussing it with a few people earlier on today, and obviously with the Olympics coming up in Italy, Cortina to be exact, Elvis is going to be the starting goaltender for Latvia. So it's imperative on him, and the Jackets are hoping that he can bounce back and play even better than he did last year and be a true team player.
Okay, that was a nice answer. Now I'm going to ask AI Jeff Rimmer what he thinks about the goaltending situation. And let's see what AI Jeff Rimmer has to say.
I don't know how many times I can say this about Elvis. He sucks, okay? As a matter of fact, I hate all goaltenders. They're good for nothing, especially John Davidson. I've been carrying the water for that guy my entire life, but not anymore.
What do you think, Rims?
Outrageous. Next question.
All right. Scotty Vegas is here with an actual question. Go ahead, Scotty.
Look, I want to know your expectations for this upcoming season. Our 25th season. Give me the Rimmer expectations for this coming year.
Scotty, you're obviously a Blue Jacket fan. I'm excited. And again, talking to a number of hockey people today, there's quite a group that are anxious to see what the Blue Jackets are able to accomplish based on last season. I think they will improve. I think they've got a superb chance to make the playoffs. As I said last week on the show, Scotty, I don't know if you heard it, but my opinion is still that the Jackets can improve the team before training camp or during the season, and especially heading into the trading deadline. So I'm expecting even guys like Fantilli and Marchenko and Sean Monahan, who we hopefully will stay healthy, and Cole Sillinger and Voronkov. We're looking for them to take a step up, and on the back end, you're going to see more from Matejchuk. Obviously, a career season last year for Werenski. All signs point to a great, great campaign.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer here on The Fan. Last week you were playing coy about some sort of trade maybe in the works. Have you heard anything else?
No, but I'm glad you brought that up because there was a rumor this weekend that Columbus and Toronto were talking about a potential deal. Nick Robertson of the Maple Leafs is now officially signed. He was going to take the Leafs to arbitration. They settled in the middle. He's back. Elliot Friedman, my esteemed friend and superb hockey insider, he's the one that floated the rumor that could be a one-for-one trade with Florida for Chinakhov. But in his opinion, there would have to be much more going Toronto's way for Nick Robertson. My opinion of that is the opposite. I think Chinakhov is a better player than Nick Robertson, who's had an opportunity the last couple of seasons to be a top six guy. He got every opportunity for Craig Berube in the playoffs to be a part of that top six, and he just didn't get it done. So if at some point there's a trade made with Toronto, I got to think the Jackets, if they in fact decide to deal Chinakhov, and I still believe, as I said last week, I'm hopeful he's going to come to camp. He's going to be healthy and can get a chance to win a spot in the top six for the Blue Jackets.
If he comes to camp, if he is healthy, and hopefully he stays healthy, that's been a problem with him. Do you think the attitude is going to be where it needs to be, or is he already mentally checked out that he and Dean Evison can't get along?
No, I don't think he's going to be mentally checked out. If he comes to camp, he's going to put his best foot forward. The guy's a pro, and we've seen when he's healthy and productive, he can be a top six or a top line player. He can play with Monahan on the top line, for crying out loud. But you're right, attitude is certainly a key, and I expect that if he comes to camp that he'll play balls out and hopefully find himself in the top six, if not the top line.
So, Jeff, when I look at the NHL Stanley Cup odds, like it's really bunched at the top for next year. You got Florida, Carolina, Colorado, Edmonton, Vegas, all single-digit odds to win the Cup for next year. Is there one or two teams that you're looking at that you think going into next season is the team to beat, other than Florida?
Well, Florida has to be the proverbial favorite, having won the last 2 years, and they were able to keep all their players, and most notably Marchand and Bennett within the fold. Bobrovsky's a year away from free agency, but he'll re-sign with the team. They're the team to beat, but you look around the league, and certainly Colorado out west won a cup a couple of years ago. They're a team that I look at that could conceivably do something and could very well be in the Stanley Cup final. I think Edmonton can bounce back and have a shot as well in the Stanley Cup final. And Vegas picks up Mitch Marner. So there's another team you're going to have to keep an eye on here in the coming season.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer. All right, let's do some name dropping. Now, before we do the name dropping, I actually want to get AI Rimmer's name dropping first, and we'll get real Rimmer. So AI Rimmer, any names to drop?
I saw that my good friend Lawrence Taylor was named to President Trump's Fitness Council. I got to tell you, we played some golf together last year. He's a hell of a nice guy. He gets a bad rap because of the crack cocaine stuff, but he was a nice guy. As a matter of fact, he was doing some work for a local youth organization. He had a 14-year-old girl with him the entire time. Looked like she really looked up to him, too. And he's generous. I'd never had crack before, but he was more than willing to share.
I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Well, I mean,
you must have worked on that all week.
2 weeks ago, you had a nice little story about Bill Cosby and how nice he was. Last week, you stuck up for O.J. Simpson. Who do you want to stick up for? You want to do a little Jeffrey Epstein? One time you met him. Like, what do you want? What's the name today?
Well, we talked last week. At the end, you said, save it for next week. And I started talking about my time in Baltimore with the Orioles. And back in the days, in addition to doing baseball, I did the morning sports run at WBAL, the 50,000-watt station there. And I used to get a call from Cal Ripken about 8:45. He said, Rimmer, you finished your daily morning sports run? And I said, yeah. He says, well, get your butt over here to Memorial Stadium, the old stadium. And we used to play floor hockey, Billy and I and Jim Traber, first baseman, who became quite a successful talk show host on ESPN and out west in Oklahoma, where he played quarterback. So, yeah, it was an exciting time. And I keep in touch with Cal, and we mentioned Crosby earlier, my grandson, and the fact they moved to the Baltimore area. I plan on spending some time with Cal when I get up there, and he's now living in Annapolis with his new wife, a judge, by the way, in Annapolis. And, yeah, looking forward to rekindling our friendship when I head to Baltimore.
Judge Judy is who he's married to, right?
No, he's not married to Judge Judy.
Oh, I thought he was. Are you going to sleep on his pull-away couch?
No, I'm not.
You got to kick Billy out first, right?
Billy's quite a character. As I said, Billy is the guy that's got the personality. Not to say Cal doesn't have a personality. Cal's a little more go with the flow, and Billy's right there. He is a very energetic guy and a good guy, too.
What did you think about AI Rimmer? Should this be something that makes a return every single week?
Well, I can't wait to hear what AI Rimmer says next week.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but I'd kind of tone it down, though. It's a little outrageous for me.
Well, actually, I think that's about as toned down as it's ever going to get, my friend. It's onward and upward from here. Thank you, Rims.
Oh, my God. I can't wait till next week for AI Rimmer. Maybe we can have a face-off. Maybe AI Rimmer and Jeff Rimmer can have a face-off here and find out which is the true Jeff Rimmer.
I think that would be fantastic. Thank you, my friend.
I look forward to it. Now, when I come in the studio here in a few weeks, do I have to pit myself against AI Rimmer?
Oh, I think we're going to have a showdown. I mean, obviously, AI Rimmer is a piece of electronic equipment, but, it's still...
I'll have to have a word with AI Rimmer and try to straighten him out.
Okay, thank you. Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Back page coming up. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a 20-minute slowdown on westbound 670 between 5th Avenue and I-70. And there's just a couple-minute delay if you're traveling on northbound 71 on the north side between Hudson Street and Cook Road. This report is sponsored by Put-in-Bay Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Bureau. Look out for Put-in-Bay, the island getaway you've been waiting for. Be it a day or a weekend, you can enjoy all sorts of shops, dining, and entertainment. Plan your perfect trip today at visitputinbay.com. Put-in-Bay, an everyday island getaway. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain, and it's the Toyota National Sales Event all month long at Toyota West. With over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of no payments for 90 days, and every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. No payments for 90 days. Deferred payment. Interest accrued at time of inception with approved credit. Expires 8/31.
Make this your year. Looking for a new career in the high-demand fields of IT and cybersecurity? Attend classes live, online, or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify.
If your neighbors describe your home as, you know, the one with that garage door, we are Deluxe Door Systems. Our beautiful Clopay doors will transform the look of your home, and for less than you think. It's that simple. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Jerry, I've made a decision.
Aaron, are you giving away free services again?
Well, yeah. How did you know?
I haven't been able to quit thinking about your AC piggy bank.
Get Eco.
ECO. We work to extend the life of their old air conditioner and then give back all the money we were paid to do it.
Up to $1,500.
When they need to buy a new system.
Jerry, I'm getting ready to do something like that again.
Get Eco.
ECO.
When we replace a water heater, I'm instructing all the Eco plumbers to give our customers up to $500 in free repairs before they leave the house.
$500 in free services that same day?
There's lots and lots and lots of things our plumbers can do for $500 or less.
And Eco is going to do these things for free when people buy a water heater?
Yeah, whatever they want for free.
That same day?
Same day.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna make you cool again, HVAC technicians.
Go to geteco.com.
At Dick's Sporting Goods, we have always believed sport has the power to change lives. Community happens here. Change happens here. Sport happens here. Introducing the all-new Dick's House of Sport, bringing new experiences, new services, and unrivaled selection from the top brands to a new place Polaris can call home. Featuring a rock wall, a Hittrax multi-sport cage, and 3 golf hitting bays. Dick's House of Sport at Polaris Fashion Place. Grand opening celebration August 15th through August 17th.
Reds fans' Grammy Award-winning band Train is coming to Great American Ballpark on August 13th as part of the Ohio Lottery post-game concert series. Cheer on your Reds as they close out the series against the Phillies and stick around after the game for a live set from Train. Plus, you can upgrade your access to a pit field pass for an up-close view of Train. For tickets and more information, visit reds.com/concerts.
What does summer bring to mind? Lazy days by the pool? Hot dogs on the grill? How about large, sweaty men putting work in to defend their national title? Yes, your summer home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
Hey guys, Anthony here. You don't have to live with just getting by. Lacking the energy you should have to enjoy life, no fun. You know, I've been telling you about Low T Center for years and how important it is to find out if testosterone replacement therapy is the answer you've been looking for to rebound into a great outlook. Low T Center has been improving the quality of hundreds of thousands of lives with personalized care. And now they have some great news to share. They're introducing women's services to all Low T centers. That's right. Women can now enjoy the same life-changing, medically guided hormone therapy from Low T Center. If your partner is experiencing fatigue, moodiness, or just feeling off, she might benefit from hormone therapy at Low T Center. Help her get back to her best self. And if you still haven't taken the T-test, what are you waiting for? Get started today. Imagine how great you'll both feel. Visit fixmylowt.com to schedule your appointment.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Federal Elite Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. Scotty Vegas is here with me. Timmy is vacationing. We just had Jeff Rimmer on Last segment, Real Rimmer and AI Rimmer made his debut. Teddy, what was the verdict on AI Rimmer?
Well, I was listening to or watching the people in the chat. They seemed to enjoy it. And then I think, I thought it went off well. And I talked to Rimmer about it. And he said that he thought it kind of sounded a little bit like you doing his voice.
Well, I mean, my impression does come from a real place. Yeah. I'm not saying it's the most accurate impression, but, you have to feed. I fed the machine many minutes of just Jeff Rimmer talking, and that's what it came out with.
Yeah, but I thought it was pretty good. Yeah.
All right. Scotty?
I loved it. Like, I thought it was incredible. And the fact that now we've heard Adam, Nicole, and Rimmer.
There's going to be more Nicole tomorrow. AI is, Nicole's hosting with me tomorrow, and new AI Nicole will be tomorrow. And, I'm going to work on some AI Teddy and maybe some AI Jen Winters.
Ooh.
Foul mouth.
When are we getting AI Timmy?
Timmy's got to be back from vacation.
Okay.
But, yeah. The thing about it, it's hard with Timmy because he says all the ridiculous things that you want AI to say, but he just says it himself.
Yeah.
So it's hard to go even more with Timmy. We have some AI Timmy and AI Common Man. I'm not thrilled with the way they came out so far. They're a little old. Here, let me see if I can find a little AI Timmy for you. This is AI Timmy talking about Instagram.
Looky here. I just spent my entire evening on the gram sending Common Man pictures of heaving breasts and asses. Also, my wife says I look like a lesbian.
I think we can do better than that.
But the looky here, honestly, that sounded like that was Timmy.
Right. This is AI me. I think I can do better than this too.
Oh, Mikey, very sad. In fact, I think I need to put someone in jail. Timmy didn't have any time for ping pong.